Hi, good evening, everybody. Lots to celebrate tonight, so let's start it off with a little bit of. Hi, good evening. I don't know if it's going to be out there tonight because we're on a different channel. Because, yeah, another strike. It's almost like a badge. But, yeah, and then the whole thing going on with Derek and Ferryman and that. So we might just, if no one's here in well, maybe like 10 minutes. The boys are out. So my title I had a different title completely for today because I had a stupid tax course. But no, and then I came home and all this excitement happened. So yeah, why be a sad, stupid tax thing, which there's a whole shit ton. But yeah, so good things happening. I want to see how everybody's thinking about it and links in the chat there. And yeah, but yeah, I don't want to start with, but I can tell you how stupid our medical system is today. So because my mom was at the doctor's and all she needs. Okay, so she's in the 70s there, and so okay, so all you need is like a little more vitamin D and a little more vitamin C. That's it. But we can give you tests for this, and this. She said, well, do I need that? No. And so she's like, well, then no. All right, bye. Right? And then she goes, oh, hi, Tom. So the doctor goes to my mom. She goes, no, you don't need them, but I have to ask you these. So I'm like, hey, Mom, you know what they're asking you? What? Because every time you take a test, you're billed at OHIP. So that's why they want you to take the test. They want you to be their guinea pig too, but yeah, every time you take a test, OHIP gets the money. Or the doctors get the money. And then they get referrals. And then da-da-da-da. So we don't get in the system. All is good. She's got vitamins. So, and she eats a lot of oranges. So, yeah. And see, and education. Yay, Mom, for listening to us. My sister is like-minded too. And Mom, she's good. She's learning. And no, don't need it. She doesn't trust the doctors now. Nope. So, but the whole takeaway on me is Yay, Mom's healthy, and fucking doctors pushing tests on people that they don't need. And if they're elderly, why poke and prod and weaken their system even more? Every time you poke someone, you got a chance of spreading something, doing something, especially if you're in like a hospital with sick people. Like, why? Anyway, so yeah, every time a doctor, it's not for your health, it's for their freaking pocketbook. They even told someone, one of my old employers, that he goes, I just had this test last week. Don't rock the boat. We're all getting paid. Right from the horse's mouth. And, oh, I have to ask you these questions. Well, Mom, I'm like, who's telling her that she has to ask you these questions? So, yep. So, noticing. It's fun to watch people notice. So I got to tell Mom that two of the boys were out, and Mom's all excited and going to tell my other aunt. And I was, yeah, hoping there'd be people here that we can talk about it. But I know with it being on this channel. Oh, hey, Trad Wife. I bet you're really excited today. Lots of excitement. And that's why momentum, because this has now started. And it's just going to snowball. Hey, Johnny. So, yeah, it's going to get big. And I would probably like to do one of those, watch parties, but yeah, I can't think of getting another strike or string happening here. So yeah, but it's exciting, and it's just what's gonna happen next. It's just fantastic. But oh yeah, okay. So okay, I'll talk about some stupid tax stuff because oh my god, so I had to listen to it for 8 hours today. Now you can do some other work on the side and that, but just the ridiculous complexity of our tax returns is oh my god, it's so stupid, so stupid. But yeah, so the new one, which is it's that underused housing tax, stupid, and now they're gonna be pissed because it didn't make them as much money as what they thought it would. So yeah, they're gonna find another way to tax us, I'm assuming, or alter it. But like, okay, here's the tax, and here's all your exemptions, and like everything. There's so many different, and then now, then by 2025, you will get no more mail from Revenue Canada. Everything will be on like my account. So yep, and they also want any payments. I told you this last year, but they're still pushing it even more. And if you don't do it, they want you to pay any bill over $10,000. So you're actually going to make a lot of money too. Well, no, not if you're self-employed. That's 7,000 CPP. But yeah, any payment over $10,000 will have to be made electronically. So for the elderly people, they would have to, if they don't have the computer, not savvy enough, if they go down to their bank, pay it at the bank, then that will be considered as an electronic payment. They don't want checks going in the mail because it takes too long to get to them, or maybe it takes processing time. But your notice of assessments, all your tax slips will be digital now. So when you used to just wait for the mail, make sure you got all your slips. Now you're gonna have to either log into your bank, log into somewhere else. CRA will have copies of all their sites. Another problem with that is if there's an amended slip, like if your employer says here, I had to change your T4 slip. Here's amended. Boom, amended. So now, if we get that right away, and that employer didn't know to go, so that file, that amended slip, didn't make it to Revenue Canada yet. They didn't process it yet. So now there's a conflict of interest between what we file and what CRA has, and it just causes stupid problems that don't have to be in the first place. And also found out, if you say file to your taxes early, like a good person, like a super good person, and you don't have to pay, like say you filed March 31st, and then you don't pay till April 30th because that's when your money's due. Well, if you so happen to get a tax credit in between, like the climate tax or whatever, between the day that you filed March 31st and the day your actual money is due, they'll just keep that. Right? And then take it off your tax bill. So if you're already arranged for payment to come out on 31st, it will be over. Then they'll have to wait for a refund from the government. Like, just... They want to do everything electronic, but it's not in our favor. Seems that it's just ridiculous. Yeah, and okay, so last year, this is more of the electronic filing. If you had more than 50 employees, you would mandatorily have to file electronically. So 50, okay, that's a fair size. They've reduced that number this year to 5. If you have more than 5 employees, you have to file electronically or you will get a fine. That's drastic. And okay, now for this new dental benefit, that is now so accountants have now become fucking information collectors for the CRA and the government, because now we have to have all these stupid little boxes we have to click and tick. Like seriously, now on your T4 slip, there is a box to say that you have dental benefits or not, and how many people in your household have access to those benefits. And then they say, so here's the thing, the date that matters for these benefits is at the end of the year, December 31st. It's not for the whole year, because some of the year you might have worked for a company and then you lost a job and now you don't have benefits. So the dental benefits at December 31st. And then some people another stupid thing. So CRA gives you a T4 package. How to prepare your T4s. And it all says this dental benefit thing. Then Revenue Canada website will say, well, the dental benefits applies to the whole year instead of just that one snapshot day. So one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing, yet again, and all these policies that they've just generated, and who is making up all these stupid rules. Then there's that enhanced CPP. So right now we pay a small, I think it's 3 something on our CPP, and then our employer matches it. Now with the second tier CPP, the rate even goes up to 4%. And then you go up another tier and there's 7%. So they're just sucking money out of CPP that you can't get out of. Like CPP is boom, tax bill, and then your income tax. So there's no way to say you have zero. It just ridiculous. Okay. So now they're pushing also, and the government controls too much of when or where and how we can take our money out. This is another thing. Okay, so they want to give you a first home savings account. So this is now like your TFSA account. But again, you have to put it in a specific account. If you over contribute, you get dinged. And you get dinged big if you over contribute to your TSFA. So a lot of people maybe can't afford it. One, but it's a great thing, but if you over contribute, you get dinged. And so now they have the same program, but now what if I don't buy a home right away? Now my money's sitting in this account that I can't have access to. I'm not going to buy a house. I don't know. But okay, if you do this, you got. Oh, sorry, my cat wants in. But anyway, yeah, basically, the takeaway from this 8-hour course I got was they want to go digital. Well, they are going digital. And so that means anybody on welfare has to have a bank account. No one's going to get a check. All those payday loan places, I don't know about those anymore. I don't know. But digital, way too complicated. They make it so the average person, unless you just have T-slips, you cannot do it yourself. So many little boxes and things. And it's just, and we're information gatherers. It's not about just the money. There's also the box on that says, do you want your name to be on the organ donor list? What the heck does that have to do with the taxes? And it all started with the question that says, do you want to be on the voters register list? Now, you want my freaking organs on my tax return? Don't think so. So just make sure you unclick that box or make sure you click no, because it's none of their business what you do with your body after you die. They're already taken enough from you, where I think taxes are actually worse than death. Anyway, that's my rant about taxes. I could go on, but yeah. Why go on negatively when there's so much stuff? So much good stuff. Oh, I know what I got to show. So this is now outdated. 770 days. And they're out. So that's some good news. And we'll have Tribe Life here soon. Oh, and so okay, I got good news. Yay, no more tax money. Okay, so this coming weekend is the Fabulous February party. So yay, that's it. And then in March we got a diag bowling event we're planning. And in February, we're planning roller skating. So, hey, where's my mic? Are they even hearing me?
Grab it.
Oh, Jesus. Hope you guys heard me. I didn't realize that. I just noticed now. Hopefully I'm loud enough. I can be loud when I want to be. Oh, well. Oh, good. Thanks for hearing me. Okay, now... Oh, shit, there's my pen hanging. Okay, so I haven't even looked at any of these articles in here, so.
My fault. Oh, yeah, you said I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I was still heard. There's only 4 people in. Well, thank you confirming you can hear me. Now I don't have to talk. Good, I was talking loud anyway. But yeah, nice big article there. So we got some copies everyone can take home on Friday or Saturday. Oh, and they got a nice one on the back. And it's a bunch of short ones. So, and then they have I haven't even read this. And they got positive inside stories and yeah.
You just got it, so how do you read it?
I know. We just got it today. It's hot off the presses. Still smells like ink too. A real good newspaper. Ink Brothers. Woo! Yeah, lots of good things happening. Maybe we will get Diagolon Media Group Inc. happening. Never know. Media's changing. People want to hear the truth. Funny that. Truth is popular. Love it. Look at what? See? Cat's happy about it. Is he sucking at you for food? Oh, it's just attention, maybe. Oh yeah, he could be going for treats too. So, well, I had some notes here, but yeah. Well, okay, yeah. So, yeah, okay. So the bowling alley. Okay. There's some things that like a lot of people won't be able to bowl. You know, the older you get, things don't work as well. Or, you know, I'm a little timid to roller skate because I'm breakable. Well, yeah, yeah. They can break a break. I don't want to break a wrist or a bone or thing, and then not be able to work. But they have pool tables and they have an air hockey table, and I guess you can watch too. And we're going to rent the skating rink for a private function. I asked them. They said private functions or birthday parties. Don't know the difference between the two. Could be price or it could be something, but yeah. And all you need is like 10 people to rent it privately, and you get it for 3 hours, and it's $37.50. Well, for the birthday party, it was like per person and one non-skating adult. So I thought if we rented a whole bowling alley, it will be great. And apparently, when you go there, it's like stepping back into the 80s and you completely forget everything going on now. But now's all the good stuff. So I don't want to forget about it. But it would, because I think a lot of people have just been feeling it's enough. Like enough already. Like it's like even like cheery happy me. Some days I'm walking around and I see a plane going by with a fucking chemtrail and I'm like, yeah, you freaking I'm trying not to swear as much. But goddamn, what for cocksuckers? Right? Just can't we have a goddamn sunny day? So now we've had some. So yay. But yeah, it just gets a lot, some people. And a lot of people have been saying, I know this person that died and this person died. A lot of just too much death lately. So yay, freedom news. And guess I told my mom's gonna tell my jabby jabby aunts, and they're gonna be like, yay. And so the ripple of happiness is gonna be like whoosh, big. This is gonna be like waves and tsunamis of happiness going around the world today. So yeah, it's just starting, and it's just gonna get bigger. More people are gonna go, Mom. So I told Mom, just think, every day you wake up, a new person might be free. So hey, that gets her going. And I think I can't like yeah. That imagine I just can't imagine how they feel coming home after all this time. Good for them. Like who that's tough. If they I don't know if I could do well with like say torture. Like time, yes. Torture when they pull out your fingernails or rip out your teeth. That'd be hard. Hey, Kitty, you want up? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was writing something for the Coots Boys, and now I can change it all completely now. Oh, and now this is just going to be exciting. Okay, all right, cat. Oh, there goes my notes. So, yeah, I understand if people want to go and watch Jeremy and Farron and Derek and stuff because they're like, eh, I don't know. Dragwife should be here soon, I think. When people got kids and stuff like that. But I bet kids are. And I also saw on Facebook on the weekend because it's where I like to fuck around with people on Facebook sometimes. But this woman, there's a group called Ontario Businesses like for like unvaccinated, like stuff like that. And she wrote a book that said it's okay to be unvaccinated, and she said she can't find it in any of her libraries, or she knows of a book. I don't know if she wrote it or not, but she wants it in. You won't find it in your local libraries. I don't know if you can find it on Amazon yet, but yeah, it's okay to be unvaccinated. It was like a nice little kid's book. I didn't like. It was just a little ad on Facebook and all, but yeah, you won't find anything positive about being unvaccinated. But I think the title should be like strong and unvaccinated. Not strong, but just not. It's okay. But I think it's more than okay, right? It just doesn't. Okay doesn't do it justice. So now I'm stuck in another word for it. More than okay. It's the best thing for you. So I think, yeah, I don't know. Here, Katie. Oh, Marcella got kittens. Oh, Redhead Rance got kittens. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're black and white, and then one's got a little white smudge. And she wants to get one of those kitten wrestling rings. So kittens and freedom in 1 week. And I think the older cat's getting along with them, so that's good. So, how's the show, dear? Yeah. So, we'll give Tribe Life a little bit longer. But yeah, so it's all good. Lots of good stuff. And I hear Ferryman say, he's like, "Yep, we did that. They're marathons raising money for the lawyers and everything, and it just shows that you get money, you get the right lawyer, and they just go in and go boom, 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 boom." And you probably heard how he explained it wasn't like a plea deal, like they plead to a lesser charge. It was like, okay, we're walking away with, we're not guilty of anything, of any of the things that you conspiracy to commit murder or anything, but we'll admit we had a gun. So they didn't plea, they didn't cop out, they didn't do anything. They got them to bow down and say, okay, all right, fine, you didn't do anything, you're good to go. So, and now that 2 are out, the rest are soon to follow. So, awesomeness. So, I wonder. And it's going to get exciting. But, okay, here's the thing, they're going to get out, but are there going to be repercussions for the people who made up these false allegations? Like, they're just going to, like the process is the punishment. 2 years. When your kids are that young, 2 years is huge. Huge. It's not like going from 35 to 37 when your kids are old. When you're going, when they're that young, just, oh. So, we'll see we'll see if repercussions will happen. I'm hoping so. Oh no. Saw some pretty pictures of a guillotine. But yeah. So that's all that's really going on here. Lots of good fun. Oh, we had fun at the ladies' game night. That was good. That was a couple weekends ago now. But seems like we're planning something every month, that to say the least. And this is one thing I want to stop doing. I want us to stop doing, because every time we have an event planned and not everyone can go, or some like people are going doing something over here, we're like, I know, but we're doing this, and they feel bad that y'all can't get together. But I think the fact that we're getting together doesn't have to be all of us all the time. It's not possible when it's such a big province. So we should be, hey, hope you have a good time at your party, and I'll be like, hope you have a great time camping, fishing, hunting, all that good stuff, because I'm not going camping, fishing, and hunting. Although I would like to shoot a gun. Never shot a gun before. But, okay, now I shot pellet guns. I've got a good freaking eye, man. I can shoot when I want to. And, because when I was shooting the pellet gun, okay, so years ago we had a ladder. And we were just booting it around the back, and big pothole, hit a post. So we wrote it off. It was all blah, blah, blah. So we were like taking it, boom, shooting from the up there, and that itty bitty little fly window, way in the back, in the where your smoke went out. Yeah, well, I shot that from. How many feet was I when I shot the fly out of the window in Nevada?
60.
Oh, okay, 60 feet away with a pellet gun. I had no shoot to the right. So knowing the scope of your gun helps. I don't really know much about shooting, but I can hit a target when I want to. Even blind as I am with these things. So that's why darts is pretty fun. And yeah, even if I don't go roller skating, I'll play pool. And yeah, I'll be anybody's partner. I don't mind. I like playing just for the fun. I like to play to win too. But I don't like betting. Like, I'm not a gambler. I'll just okay, yeah, fine. Like, I don't want to put $100 on the table, right? Because it takes the fun away. Although it is sometimes fun gambling, or just betting. Not really gambling, betting. Like when you're playing cards or like cribbage or $5 a game, $5 a game. Yeah, well, did that once, came out like $150 a head, never had to put $5 on the table playing cribbage. That was fun. That was once, but his wife was like, you can't play her ever again. So, yeah. That's why I'm also a bookkeeper, because Dad taught me cribbage when I was 3 years old. And then Mom said, well, if a freaking 3-year-old can learn cribbage, so can I. So that was my game growing up, was cribbage. Well, we played Monopoly once in a while. We didn't play Scrabble or anything. That's why I'm more of a numbers person, because you just recognize pattern. But not many people play crib. Hard to find people that play crib. So, but every other week when I go up to Mom's, we'll play a couple games of crib and things like that. So it's a good game. Anything that keeps your mind going at any age, really, because it starts to go. Yeah, a little smoke here and there. We're like every day, that kind of. But it works on your mind too. But we'll see. But I think our show has been hard to find today because of it being on a whole another completely channel. And I think the boys are on, so I'm gonna give Try Life, see if she comes on or not. But I think it's a good day to celebrate with the boys. That's what I'll just say. Like Chris is watching it in the kitchen on my laptop, but volume's not the same. But it's a happy day. We should be proud. We just didn't sit back and do nothing. We'll fly our flags. We'll wear our hats that Sarah makes, and we will not be afraid to tell the truth, or not be afraid to. It was so much fun walking around a grocery store without a mask, and everyone's all masked on. It's like, yeah, come on. And when the kid would chase me down and give me shit, I'd be like, whatever. One guy said, but some people have lung infections. I'm like, well, let them wear it. I'm like, don't you have anything better than that to come back with? Right over his head that I insulted him. Right? Because if someone says, don't you got anything better? I'd be like, wow, you call me stupid? No, this guy's like, So, yeah. Kudos to us for helping try to make a better world, and it's showing now. 2 years later, and we haven't stopped. And we should be actually roaring up and down the streets, honking our horns like people fucking do for goddamn soccer. Sorry, right? But yeah, people get all excited about when their team wins, but this is like the Super Bowl, the Stanley Cup, the Grey Cup, the basketball one, whatever, all of them. This is a good one. So there was a little girl who, when James Topp was going across country, she wrote a little freedom song, and at the end she's like, and freedom for the win, right? Just this little girl. It's a good day. Gonna get my drink. You want to let my cat out? Is he being a saucy ass cat? So, my neighbor had a funny call. I don't know if I told you this last week or not, but I think it just happened this weekend. She got a call from the city saying, we have your dog. She's like, what do you mean you have my dog? My dog is right here beside me. But turned out it was her dog from 10 years ago. I guess the people she passed it along to, because she had a baby and everything and found her a good home. And then I guess they never had the chip changed. So when the man passed away, he's somehow the man got ill and the dog got out, or she doesn't know how the dog got from the sick man to the SPCA. But anyway, the chip was in the ear and it was her old address. But it was like, I got your dog from 10 years ago. She's like, I already got a dog and like 2 cats, but I can't leave her there. So it took her a day by the time she got the phone call to get home from work and everything. And then when she called back, the one of the staff was like, "I'll take the dog. That's okay." And so dog found a home, but you just never know. Like, boom, here's your dog from 10 years ago. Well, doesn't that happen hardly ever? I ended up with someone else's cat because this cat just jumped my fence and said, "Hey, I like it here." Okay, so that was our orange cat. Okay, and I when we went, he didn't come home for a night. The second night, we're like, eh. But there, picked him up, and they said his name was Junior. I'm like, no, his name's Okay. And they're like, no, when we chipped him, we tried to call him, and I guess the people who had him before didn't go pick him up, wouldn't answer the phone, wouldn't do that. But she said she got a voicemail. But so, yeah, he was my cat. And that was pretty fun. So I'm going to give it maybe 5 more minutes for Trad Wife to see if she's going to come. But, yeah, I'll try and put Ling in the chat because I know it went a little up. But I know, like, it's just a big, big, happy show going on right now. Like, this is a day for celebration. But yeah, different channel. So I'm probably thinking maybe I should I got my like Michelle Freestone channel, like maybe they change that to like House of Bad Influence Ladies Night. So if it comes up in a search, the search still comes up House of Bad Influence. So I could probably do that. That wouldn't be too bad. And I'm learning more and more about StreamYard and YouTube. But I think maybe if we do a new StreamYard channel, maybe I'll just go right on Rumble. I don't know. No, I have to do both. We'll see. I don't even have an account in Rumble yet. So all I know is I have one on YouTube from whenever. I don't know. It's nice when you started these things years ago when it first came out, no hassle, no nothing. I stay under the radar. On Facebook, I post like some political stuff, and I like some. And then I like kitty cute thing, political. Can you mix it up, screw them up a little bit, say a couple things here and there. But all in all, it's coming along. But I'm thinking to call it soon. I think people are watching The Boys, dear.
I am.
Yeah. No. Let's see. I'll give Trad Wife maybe like 2 more minutes.
Well, we're not on our channel, so there's that.
Yeah.
And you didn't send any invites yet, did you?
No.
Well, you should send it some invites, man.
Well, no, they were all on your channel earlier, and I asked, oh, Sarah's just eating. Okay. All right.
I've been on there.
I've been on I've been on for 33 minutes. Yeah, I'm not used to talking all by myself. That's all. So I'm just trying to think of all the weird stuff because I can't do the news like you guys do, right? Not really.
Well, it's good news today, man.
It's great news today.
Yeah.
Really good news. And they were because of them.
Yeah.
Right? So they should be front and center here, right? This shouldn't be about really me today. But we were there supporting them too, I guess. So we'll see. But I wish some people would notice my dag winter hat on my toque. No one wrecks my toque.
You gotta stop. Careful what you wish for, man. Because you might have some asshole recognize that they don't like you. They punch you in the face or something. That's why don't go around wishing that someone recognizes.
I know.
I know what you're saying. You want someone who's in their dag, but
Yeah.
It could be Antifa that sees you wearing that.
Oh, it could be. Oh, yeah, hey, she's in. Hi.
Hello, how's it going?
Good news day, eh?
Oh yeah, it's a good day. It's a very good day.
Very good day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
Jeremy's
trying-
wearing a party hat.
Oh yeah, he should be. He's here. I'll get him. There. There's the Jimmy.
There we go.
I don't have a party hat though. There you go, Jeremy. I'll have to get you a this hat.
Yeah.
A Russian hat. That's the best I got, guys.
Oh, that works.
There you go. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Not the easiest thing to dress, I must say. There you go. That's gonna have to do.
Well, that works.
Yeah. Now I'm
Oh,
blocking
that's
it.
great.
There. No, this is the way I want it. There we go.
There you
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a day. Quite a day.
go. Oh, yeah. I can only imagine the energy out in Alberta today. Well, actually, it's across Canada, but for them,
Oh fuck! It was weird. Like, okay, so like at like 1 or 2 in the morning, I released my first podcast there on YouTube, and then
Yeah.
so that was exciting. And then like I hear about like what happened with Chris this morning, and I was like, holy fuck! And then what happened with other Chris later on, and it was just like an emotional like whirlwind today.
it was. I know, and I was just talking earlier to my neighbor that found him.
Oh yeah.
She's still a little shaken up.
Well, of course, right?
Yeah.
So Chris Lassek's cooking steaks in the barbecue with his girl right now.
Oh, perfect.
I was
Chris-
hoping someone would have a steak for him.
Oh, you heard Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's so amazing, man. I was like, you know what? If I were in there for that long, I would probably take that plea too. You never know, like, what someone's going through, right? And
No, you don't.
and regardless of anything that happens, in my mind, like, they shouldn't have done that to those guys. So
Never. That never should have happened. And now I'm
I
thinking,
tell you, if I were on that end, I'd be doing anything to get back to be with my kids.
yep. But like, oh my God, for them to stand strong for that long
Yeah,
is amazing.
yeah.
Like they underestimated us huge,
Oh yeah.
and that's fun. I love that. That's one of your best tactics, I think, in war.
Oh, yeah.
We're in, right? We're at war with our government, so I love it. That goes back from playing pool too. Like I'd be playing like big bad biker boys on a pool. One year we were on a pool league when Chris and I were first dating. Right. So I'm like little old me coming up to the pool table and they just underestimate you all the time.
Yeah.
And then have the guys with the gloves on and their own little chalk. And I didn't win every time, but when I did, it was fun because they're like, nah, I can beat you. And I boop, boop. So underestimation is good. And we have patience, right? This has been over 2 years in the making. So patience is actually,
like,
patience isn't our weakness.
No, like even though it's like not my battle or like your battle in particular or whatever, I think
All
that
our battle,
the community feels a huge weight lifted off. Like I feel like I'm actually gonna have a better sleep tonight now, knowing that though at least those 2 guys are out. I know there's still 2 in there, and
they'll be out soon.
Yeah, they'll be out. I think like I don't want to say too much about the legal stuff because everything's still going on, but who knows? Maybe it had something to do. Like, yeah, they say this stuff up front on the paperwork, but we also just had that ruling to do with the Emergencies Act and all that, right?
Yeah.
So this could be a result of some of that.
Yep, because if that was invalid, then what they were charging on is invalid.
Yeah. So.
And it's not like it was a plea deal. Right? When the news will make it sound like it was a plea deal, it was no. You're saying I wasn't guilty of anything. And I'm walking away, but I'll let you.
Well, it's not even the news per se. How it works, like typically, is like they will just discuss things like amongst themselves. You know what I mean? And then like they actually do the plea deal, but it's not like for the reason.
It's not like pleading guilty this. Sorry, I just had to get my cat again because he just.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, kitty. Oh, you're gonna steal my chair to boot. Nope. Ah. He'll steal my lap. He'll steal the show. Yeah, so great day. So mom's going to bed happier knowing that families are united. You know, and when you say family, people think just like the kids and the wife, right? But
No, it's the whole family and his dad and everything.
The mom, the dad, the cousins, the aunts, the uncles, the boom, ba-doom, da-doom, da-doom. Then it's the friends. Like, this is like waves of happiness happening, man.
Yeah. He's going to need a lot. They're going to need a lot of time to reacclimate, and likely they're going to have PTSD and stuff like that. Like, imagine you're Chris or Jerry and you're waking up tomorrow in your house after being in remand all that time. You're going to have like a panic when you wake up, right? Because it's so like new, and you probably forget when you're sleeping that you're there, right?
It's probably going to be so quiet.
Yeah.
Eat free whiskey, girl. Yeah, it will be like, wow, your senses and your emotions.
Mhm.
Your emotions must just be flooding.
Yeah. Must all feel like a bad dream.
Yeah, but you're waking up from it now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess his quote was, "It is what it is," was Chris Isaacs. I think that was what on one of the T-shirts that they were selling. They were mentioning that at the telethon thing. They were the fundraiser. So, yeah, those fundraisers and everything. Look at that. They raised all that money. Yeah, I like free whiskey though. She says, I forgot to change my account back. Yeah, we figured it out how to unban you. Got that done. Learning every day. So yeah. Chris is watching the guys on the laptop there. So
yeah, Rogue's in the living room there having a nap, listening to them on his phone.
Yeah. And now the cat's not getting any attention. He's like, hey.
I don't know if people fall asleep listening to stuff. I need like dead silence.
Oh, not me. Oh, you've seen me. I've been falling asleep. I fell asleep with Chris on the show, and Chris falling asleep with me on the show.
Yeah.
But sometimes as soon as he changes it to something else, or the mouse goes click, click,
yeah,
I'm awake.
I can handle some things, but like I can't handle like
Rager
them on.
Yep, sorry?
I just can't handle yelling.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yay.
Rogue though could like sleep through anything. Like on a podcast, he loves listening to stuff while he's sleeping there.
Yeah. Well, I had my grandmother on one bedroom on the other side that snored, and then my dad on the other side, and then my sister below me. So I can normally do pretty good sleeping.
Yeah.
Because of just snoring people all around me. But like at least, except not Chris. Chris snores too much.
Yeah, he snores loud. He snores loud like my dad fucking snores.
I know. Oh yeah, you heard him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so we had spaghetti and meatballs for supper tonight.
Oh, nice. We had baked beans that took 3 friggin' days to cook, even after I soaked them for like 18 hours. We had those with and I put beef wieners in them, cut up. So those were pretty good. And I also had 2 eggs as a snack just before I came on because my chicken started laying yesterday again.
Oh, nice.
Man, they tasted so different after eating grocery store eggs for like the past month or two. And like, holy, they tasted strong. Like, I was like, holy shit, I said to Rogue, I was like, this tastes strong. He's like, they smell strong. I was like, I don't think they're bad. They're just like really strong tasting. I was like, there's no way they're bad. They were just laid in like the last 48 hours. There's no way they could go bad.
No.
I would know it when I crack them. When there's a bad egg, you can smell it through the shell.
Oh yeah, understandably.
Yeah, I was happy about that. So they're laying again, or at least a couple of them are. But we're supposed to go back in a cold snap. But it has more to do with the daylight.
Yep. Oh, so Whiskey Girl says, I can fall asleep with my TV on, but I can't sleep if I can hear my brother's TV. Funny how those little things are, though, right?
Mhm.
And then she also says that she can sleep through a lot, but also everything wakes her up.
We have a fan on our wood stove,
I know.
like one of those magnetic. It's not magnetic, like it doesn't stick to the wood stove, but it's got like a magnet in it or something like that. I can't remember how Rogue said it works, but anyways, it's like not electro. You just put it on and like the heat makes it spin or whatever.
Yep.
And fucking it's fallen off a few times. So now sometimes I'll be laying there in the night and I can hear it going tick 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 because it's like hitting when it goes around. Fucking drives me nuts. So I have to put it off of there.
Yep. Oh yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll turn a fan on if I need to block out noise.
Yeah, I like white noise. I have a white noise machine that I put on so that like say I'm like the kids are sleeping and I'm streaming, like I'll put it in the living room so it like blocks the noise between my office and like their rooms or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she also says Derek has one you can see when he streams.
A what?
One of those fans?
Oh yeah. Those fans are the shit. Ours is a maple leaf.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. It's hot right now. I can pick it up and show you, but it's pretty hot.
Yeah. I got some filters for my for joints, and they're like Canadian flags. They're cute.
Oh, nice.
They were $1. It looks like 100 of them for $1 or more. First, he tried to sell me this tin of like pre-made filters, and there was like 100 of them for like $10. I'm like, a tin and only 100, like that just doesn't seem like a deal. I can get 100 for $1. That's a better deal.
Yeah. We just use like pieces of like the cracker boxes and stuff like that.
Oh,
we just make them out of that. Yeah.
Yeah. You can use anything.
Rogue will have so I'll like go to clean the office area and he'll like have all this fucking cardboard on his desk and like cut up into little pieces and I used to throw it out and he's like, don't throw out my tweets.
Yeah, I wasn't
a mess. I was like, I'm gonna give you a Ziploc bag for your tweets. How about that?
Yeah. I wasn't using filters, but then we were given like some free papers that had little filters at the bottom, and I went, actually, you know what? This is kind of nice.
It is nice. Rogue rules it with a filter. I don't. I never do. Because it always falls out because I have big lips and it sticks to it and it just comes right out anyway. So I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, Whiskey Girl, where is everyone? Well, I think, plus we're on the wrong. Oh, Tom's here.
Yeah, they're watching Derek.
Derek and all them are on, right? Because it's a big day. So I just assume that's where everybody is.
Yeah.
And we're on the wrong channel. So, but I know what was put in the chat because I think Becky put it in.
So now I can, that I figured it out. Tom helped me figure it out there, but I can't live stream on my channel from my phone until I have 50 subscribers, but I can do it from my laptop. So if we ever need to use my channel, we can do that too, the Trad Life channel.
Oh, we could do that if you want one night anyway, if you want.
Yeah, we could do that. I want to test it out sometime. Maybe I'll test it out later tonight. I was going to last night, but I was doing the last parts of my podcast and it was taking me forever to record the audio, figuring out the fucking mic and the settings and everything. So it didn't happen, but.
So do you do it when you do yours? Will it just be on Telegram or will it be on other?
No, it's on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel.
On YouTube. Okay. Cool.
I can put the link in. I'll put the link in. It's just I only made the pilot podcast or whatever, so it's only it's less than 5 minutes, but I can put it in the chat here, the private chat.
Okay. Because I have a YouTube channel. Actually, I just created it when I wanted to comment when Chris was on with Slip or something one day. Or I wanted to Biggest Corner, I wanted to say something. So I made a channel then. So now I haven't done anything with it, but I could now.
Yeah.
But I want to start exploring, I guess, Rumble a little bit too.
Yeah.
But I guess you get comfortable, right? YouTube's nice and easy. It's there, and my friends are there, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like, it's pretty good. But, you got to go out of your comfort zone. So I'm right here, right? I
Yeah.
never thought I'd be doing. You asked me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, if I'd be doing this. I'd be like, no. Why would I want to be on YouTube? My nephew would say, I just spent 3 hours on YouTube and I don't, and I got nothing to show for it. I'm like, well, yeah. But now we're using it as a tool, right?
Exactly.
We're communicating.
Mhm. I like communicating. I like communicating with my community.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tom was just saying here that this channel I use for this has no subs. So no subscriptions. Maybe, right? You stay under that radar,
Yeah.
right? That's one thing I like. That's why one reason we're not, going for money or anything because
Mhm.
it keeps it under the radar.
Yeah, that too. And that's the other thing I was thinking too. Like maybe I could make a second channel where I live stream from, and then just keep my other one for my podcast.
Oh,
Because
that's
I would like
good.
my podcasts can actually like they can the one like in the way I'm doing them they can reach like a wider variety than like what is just this community, which I want it to do because like the whole message that I'm trying to get out there is to help people who like aren't aware yet, and
Yep.
but also like the people that are in this community will also I think gravitate towards that message as well. So
And I think it's not so much changing people's minds anymore, but keeping each other sane
yeah,
and
that's
building
what
each
it
other
is.
up, right?
And working like solutions based stuff, right?
Yes.
Instead of just like I'm all for like watching whatever's going on in the headlines. To me it's like entertainment at the end of the day because I'm not going to like allow these people to like affect my mission that I have in my life. Okay, I'm going to do it regardless. I'm not going to be violent. I'm not going to be an enemy combatant or whatever of the state or anything like that. But I'm just going to go about my life in the way that I do it. And until they actually come and physically trespass on my rights, then I really don't give a shit, to be honest. I do care when they hurt other people too, right?
Yes.
But
well, the boys are really good at keeping all the news stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't need to be involved in all the news stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'd like to be aware of it, but
For men, it's easier to take, right? They're made for those high stress things. Women, it's hard on us when we start producing cortisol. Our body actually physically changes due to the stress and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's not good for us to be exposed to that much stress all the time as women. It's not. But men are made for that. Like they get off on it. It's testosterone. They make comedy out of it, right? Like that's their life.
They're good at it.
Yeah. So I like to leave that to them mostly, and then I'm like a fixer. That's what I like to do. Yeah. I see problems. I want to fix them as quickly as possible so that I can level up.
Exactly.
Playing life like it's a video game, but it's like life and death. You know what I mean? Like you got to get to the next level, but just more serious.
Yeah, or more fun.
Yeah. And more fun.
Oh yeah.
When the risk is high, it's like way more fun.
That's why that everyone was be safe. I'm like, I'd just come back and go, are the best times in your life being safe? Are you zip lining? Is that being safe? Well, no. Okay.
Minimal risk has minimal reward.
Yes. That's another good way to put
but
it.
If you take calculated high risk that has high reward and it's calculated, that's like the secret ingredient there. Things can turn out really well.
Well, there's risk, and then there's being stupid, doing stupid things, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's risk, okay, if I do this, this, and this, then I'll benefit from this, and then there's risk, I wonder if I can jump to the other building, and then you fall.
That's like being negligent and ignorant, right?
Yeah, that's not risk. That's a different kind of thing. That's risk.
Yeah.
I guess, but.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I need to drink some fucking coffee, to be honest. I hardly ever drink coffee, but I need some right now. I was falling asleep at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I get excited and emotional, man. It just drains me. I'm like, after I cry, I need to go to bed.
And like you said, it's been an emotional day, even here, for Chris today, and on the street too, right? Because neighbors, neighbors feel it, and we had to tell one neighbor, and then the word gets out, and and so death is Yeah, not fun. Like it's not like we were at his house once a week for tea or anything, but he's still a neighbor for
Yeah.
like 20 years.
I painted his porch there.
Always painted his porch, and
Yeah.
lots of things we've done with them. Went up with cupcakes. Oh, Madam Breezy's in the house now,
Nice.
so that should be good.
There we
So-
go.
Roller skating, Sarah.
Beg your pardon?
Would you go roller skating if we go? We're thinking of renting a rink instead of
Oh,
just
yeah.
going on like an open skate. We can actually rent it for a function.
I can fall down good.
Okay. And I was saying there's pool tables and things, so I'm just trying to get like a date because they have open skates and there's like a block between like 5 and 8 that because you for $37.50 you get 3 hours, including skates.
Ooh, fun.
So there's actually warm up videos you can watch on YouTube that will help you prepare for skating, which is actually not a bad idea because one of them is to go up and down the stairs, forwards and backwards to help your balance.
Nah, that sounds like
My
what smart
God.
people would.
I know, but like and then I think back. Well, when I was roller skating, I just went up and did it. Right, I didn't think of warming up or exercising. I just put the skates on and went on the street.
I was all
I cannot
years old.
imagine my fucking empty ass real estate. So like all fucking almost 6 feet of me just like teetering there on tiny little wheels.
But I think I'd be a little safer on roller skates and roller blades.
Yeah, roller skates. Yeah, maybe I could do that.
Yeah. And the girl, she said it's like going back into the 80s when you're there. You just forget about everything. So it's called Scooters and it's in Mississauga.
I went to a rollerblading place. I can't remember where it was. Somewhere like in the Algonquin area, like near South River and those kind of places. But I fucking can't remember
that'd be
what it
fun.
was. But it was a long time ago. I was like 12. It was fun.
We still have a roller skating rink here in Aurelia.
Do you?
I mean, yeah, there is one in Aurelia. Yeah.
They got really creative with the name. They called it the roller skating place.
Oh.
Wow.
Somebody
Yeah.
won a medal with that.
That's so
Do you guys
cool.
live like in near downtown Aurelia?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Nice.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I know all about Aurelia. It's like a fucking shithole.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a shithole. Well, it's the headquarters of the OPP and everything too, and it's
Oh, that's
and like it's just like it's like Barrie North. You might as well call it Barrie North.
Yeah, because
really.
we've got the provincial headquarters, the regional headquarters, and I think there's one or two other headquarters that they decided to pop down here in addition
And like
to
they have the school
Oh,
there.
that's
right?
too many cops.
That's where all the OPP go to get trained, though, is in Aurelia.
they
Huh.
decided to put
That's where the school is for the OPP.
Go ahead.
Have you guys watched Trad Life's video?
No.
I have not yet, no.
I
Is it-
put it in the private chat. You can play it. It's like less than 5 minutes. But I don't know if it'll give you a strike or not.
I can set it up. Just send me the link to it real quick, like.
It's in the private chat on here. On StreamYard.
I can't. I have no private chat.
I'll go to the private chat, copy it, and bring it back up in the comments. So
Oh, I put it in the comments.
you can put any comments and somebody else does it.
I can put it like I can try to I can put it right in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
go
do
ahead.
it on my end because my computer is a little stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, Annika?
All right.
Noise.
It took me fucking 2 weeks to make less than 5 minutes of video, but you know what? Most of it was like figuring out like what my goal was gonna fucking be, and like a lot of discussion back and forth with Rogue, and like to be honest, he helped me a lot. Yeah, a lot of it was that, and overthinking things as well.
Yeah, that happens.
So are you ready? Oh, wait.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah. Is this Trashlight video there?
Welcome to the Trad Life podcast with your host, Trad Wife. Today's subject is going to be the perfect mate. The idea of the perfect mate. We all have our fantasies of that perfect man or woman. These ideas come from our programming in childhood and throughout our lives from society and our peers. The music we listen to, the movies we watch, and books we read, all influence our fantasy of the perfect life partner. We have all been guided to believe that when we meet that perfect someone, everything will just fall into place. We are shown in movies and on TV that relationships are effortless, and that if your partner isn't perfect, they are disposable, and another one is right around the corner. Dating has been whittled down to a commodity that is at the tip of our fingers, for free or a small fee. Forget about courting these days. You can just flip through the latest dating app, meet up with someone, have sex, block them, then start from scratch the next day, or even the same day. How are we supposed to have valuable relationships if meeting someone new is so easy and getting rid of them even easier? Why would we want to put ourselves in a position of being devalued as soon as we are no longer fulfilling another's selfish needs? How do we even meet people in real life anymore? And if we must meet people online, how do we do that without sacrificing our self-worth? We could even go as far as to ask the question, why do we want relationships in the first place? What is the point of it all? I believe to answer these questions, we must look at our innate nature. For us to survive, we must reproduce ourselves. If a man and a woman do not come together and create a child, then their specific genes will cease to exist after they die. If they do not create two children, then they fail to replace both parents and the population declines. It only takes one generation for this horror show to begin. This is why we are so emotionally attached to finding a mate. I would argue that all our strong emotions are based on survival. If we did not have this chemical and spiritual cocktail of feelings, we would likely sit around and do nothing when the thought of our species ceasing to exist crossed our mind. The funny part about all of this is that it is totally an unconscious drive. This unconscious drive is attached to so many programs we received as far back as it is. It is our innate nature to survive, reproduce, and thrive as an entire species. This is why when we experience a breakup, it feels like the end of the world. No wonder we aren't reproducing. With every failed relationship, there is a new trauma to heal, making relationships more and more complicated. Hang on a second. We are taught how to do math, how to read, how to write, how to drive, but we are never taught how to have healthy, sustainable relationships.
No.
Why is it that the most fundamental part of our nature and purpose is never discussed in schools and rarely in the home? Food for thought, anyway. Did you know that the birth rate in Canada is currently 1.4 children per woman? Does
That is
seem
scary.
like a problem to you? It certainly does to me, and we are seeing every facet of our reality affected by it. I would argue that this is the single most devastating situation facing us right now. If we aren't having children, then what are we fighting for? If we don't start having babies and fast, we might as well forget about trying to preserve our culture and traditions. There will be no one to carry them on. Friends, if we are going to thrive once again as a species, we must learn how to have sustainable, meaningful relationships. It starts with each individual man and woman taking responsibility for all their flawed programming and misconceptions about what a relationship should look like and what the purpose of a relationship truly is. I invite you to come along on this journey with me as we take a good look at our own behavior for the purpose of a brighter, prosperous future. Our species is depending on us to do the hard work that needs to be done. We may be the only hope for the children of tomorrow. Brothers and sisters, our duty starts now.
Have I mentioned how much I fucking love that video?
Thank you so much. I
You
put
did
my heart and soul into that one, man.
You made that's an amazing fucking piece of content right there. Because I literally the birth rate in Canada has dropped 87%. Okay, hear that? 87%.
The only reason our population is growing is because of immigrants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the whole reason why the population is going up. It's not us making babies. It's them importing people.
Yeah.
So when a nation is in a state like that, it's a cause for concern, right?
Yep.
And the problem is that thing about not knowing how to do a relationship. We just don't know how to do the fucking thing. We don't have the skills and the tools. We're never taught. So why are we going to have kids, right? We have to go all the way back and fix this issue with relationship. And I'm not just talking about intimate relationships with a partner. Like, it goes to all of our relationships with our parents, with our families, our community, right? We need to fix all those relationships. And we need to, there's a lot more compassion and understanding, I think, that needs to be had for people's trauma and programming and stuff like that. And people need to know that there's a way that you can fix those things, okay? And I know a lot about this because I had to do it myself, okay? I would have literally been fucked if I didn't learn how to fix my mind on certain things.
Self-rescue.
And I desperately need to help people with this, okay? Like, I have the tools and I have to get it out there, and it's going to be in this format. So, yeah.
It's a good point there. Whisker says, and call me crazy, but immigration is driving up the cost here, therefore making it expensive to have kids.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to have like 9 kids, but how do you feed them all, right? Like,
You can't when they're importing so many people that are not children, that are taking up work, taking up homes, that are meant to be for Canadians.
Yep.
But it's
And they're suppressing our men, like,
Yeah.
like so badly. It's unbelievable. And then what do we have? And then what's the men going to be left with? The fucking Jeep? Okay, I ain't having babies by no Jeep. Okay.
I think it started with
Yeah, I know, honey, but what if they put you away and then the Jeeps come and take me? Okay.
and then they I think it started with the men. They weakened our men, and then they came after the women. Because then there was no men to
They
defend.
came after the children, because that's how they weaken the women, right? Is by going after the children.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And like, if I've survived all this mentally and I still have the wherewithal
Whiskey
to
girl.
share this knowledge and wisdom that I have, right? I think other people can do it too. I really think others can. And I think even people that are lost out there that are NPCs, there's still more of them that can wake up, and whether they're, you know, whatever they've done to themselves or not, right? Like, they still need a path through too. Because at the end of the day, they've attacked all of us, even those people, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. And the ones that still can have kids should be having kids.
Yeah, there's not so many of them now.
Yeah. And I don't blame anyone for not having kids. Like, this is the whole point too, is that there's so many things that happen, and Chris talks about it too, right? How the families aren't healthy. And that's another reason why people don't want to have kids, because they saw the bullshit that went on with their parents and stuff like that, right? And we're traumatized. It's just how it is.
At least when I grew up.
And then that nail in the coffin was fucking COVID, when it really fucking fucked with the family setting.
Yeah. No, they fucked with it with the divorces. When I was a kid, they were still married. Parents and things. You had your family, you went home, you had dinner. You know, come the 90s and that, and, you know, then the families got ripped apart. Divorce was more acceptable, easier to obtain. And kids don't know what it's like now to grow up in a household. Right?
Yeah. And like, for me, like, yeah, I'm separated from my son's father, but it was a very bad situation. But where do those bad situations come from? Why do people abuse other people and, you know, have addiction problems and stuff like that? It's because of trauma, right? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, where it's like, yeah, like, you want to not be in a bad relationship, but you also don't want to be separated. And for me, after that happened, I did date quite a bit, okay? And I probably put myself out there too much, because as a woman, I was scared that I was going to have no man and I was going to have to support myself all the time. And I was being made to feel selfish by people around me who were like heavily feminist, saying that I needed to take care of myself and do everything by myself. and then just have like a boyfriend or whatever. So I kind of went along with that for a while, and all it did was like totally destroy me. And I saw where my other friends were going, and some of them are on fucking OnlyFans now and shit like that. Okay. And
Yeah.
tried to get me involved in doing stuff like that. And then once I realized what it was, I was like, like, no. Like, like you said, this was fucking modeling. I'm like, this is not,
Right.
This is
this is
not
not modeling. And
Like hard pass,
But
you shall not pass.
yeah. And so I went through all this rigmarole, and Rogue was my best friend through all of that. Okay. And he kind of guided me, and I'm very blessed. I don't know how or why he was put in my life, obviously for a reason. And once I went through all that, and then COVID happened, I realized, holy fuck, man, like life is actually really fucking serious, and I need to love the people that love me and be close to the people that I can trust. Right.
So love them hard.
Yeah. I'm happy I figured that out in my 20s, though.
Hey, some people take a lot longer to figure that out. You're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Anyways, let's talk about everybody else now.
How's Chris doing?
Yes, Doran.
Can't hear him.
Have you heard about his day today?
Yeah, I was in the chat, in Tofu's chat when I read that, man. The neighbor.
Yeah, did you hear, Sarah?
No, I didn't get a chance.
We had a neighbor pass away, but it was a little dramatic because the next door neighbor, you know, the kids that come down for the parties, their mom, she found him in the garage, and apparently he's been there since like Friday.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
Yeah, so she came down. Chris was still sleeping, and then he just heard her yell, "Help, help." So he's like, right down. So she goes running up. They go running up the street, and as they're running, she trips. So now her whole side is sore. And then he gets there, and there's George in his slippers and his wallet and his robe, and was like trying to get in his car or something. And now she feels horrible because she's like, "Why didn't I see him sooner? He was my neighbor." I'm like,
yeah.
Oh,
You can't guilt yourself like that.
Carrie,
I understand the concept of like reaching out to people, but like, how would you have known?
Your neighbor would not want you to do that.
And the fact that he even went there to even discover him, imagine how much longer he would have been just fucking sitting there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I gotta try to.
It was an honorable thing he did to go down there and help.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, but now they can't find the cat. Whether the cat got out, the cops or anything, or whether she's just hiding. But I think the granddaughter came and left some food out and everything. And poor Kitty's probably traumatized because, you know, where's he been for the last 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
So, but then she goes like, well, how come I didn't see him when I was pulling it? Because they have a shared driveway that splits, right? And there's the two garages. She goes, well, how come I didn't see him? And like, I'm like, well, you're focusing on your garage to get into your driveway. Like, it's shared, yes, but you're not going to be looking his way if you're going to hit your garage. So it's not like, you know, just nothing you could do to avoid that.
There's nothing, exactly. Like,
and if he's already gone,
grateful that he was found when he was found, because it would have been a lot more brutal if he was found a little later.
And the kids weren't home. It was after the kids got dropped off to school.
Oh, for fuck.
Right? Because so she drops him off at like 8:30.
Yeah.
Something. She comes home 10 after 9. She comes.
Oh gosh, Scooby.
So
at least the kids weren't there.
So I went up when I was with mom. She's like, "Oh, you know, I bought these Oreo cookies, but I don't want them." And I bought an extra pack of licorice. You know, go give it to the kids. So I went up today with it, and it's like, "Okay, here's some yummy stuff." But you know what? It's not the best.
Kind of lighten the mood for the kids, right?
Yeah, and it lets you know you're thinking of them, right?
Yeah.
Food's good for that, right? Food's always like when Chris's grandma passed, right? I didn't really think much of it. Like, oh, people give you food and things, you know, that's kind of nice. But yeah, my boss came at the time. She came up and said, knocks on the door and goes, "Here, I made a scallop casserole. For some reason or another, I made 2, and I don't know why. I never do. But this time I did. Now I know why. Here." And I went, "Oh, That's what it feels like. Okay, because you know what? You don't feel like cooking, right? And you don't even really feel like eating when something like that has kind of happened, right?
Well,
And
it's hard to get up and cook something for yourself when you're stressed out. I know, like, I'm very bad for that when I'm stressed. Like, I won't eat. But if someone puts food in front of me, I'll eat. Right?
you'll eat
Like,
it because now it's like, holy
I'll cook
shit.
for everyone else, and I literally like won't eat.
But you know, someone put that effort in to make, you know, for me and my Chris and that. So fuck, I gotta eat it,
Yeah.
right? And then you eat it and you feel better, and you know, it's like a big hug.
It's a tradition that I read about. I forget where, but it's called
It was
grief
girl.
devotion.
Night, Whiskey Girl.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's up
It's,
there?
Oh, this
it's a
tradition.
tradition.
Oh, Whiskey
Yeah,
Girl was off bed. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
But it's a tradition called grief groceries, where you, if somebody's recently suffered a loss, you get them easy to eat food like pizza, cookies, that kind of stuff. Because yeah, psychologically, you don't want to make the decision to eat. You
No.
just want to sustain your body when you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even at that time, Boost and stuff might be good too.
Yeah.
Sugars and things.
Mm-hmm.
My mom
Make
used to
sure
have,
you take any vitamins.
yeah.
Yeah. Your liposomal vitamin C. Where's the
Well, that's a good one.
Oh, she's so
Oh,
vitamin. It's so nice.
that's the expensive shit. Liposomal is the way to go. It's absorbs very easily compared to vitamins that aren't bioavailable. This is bioavailable,
Yeah.
especially when you're stressed, man. That vitamin C, it's really good.
Good. Well, that's one of the things the doctor suggested to mom. So mom's in her 70s, and the doctor's like, you might just want to take a little more vitamin C and vitamin D.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you heard me earlier, the doctor also suggested, but you can also have this test, you know, the poop test, this test, this, if you want. She's like, do I need that? She's like, well, no, but they make me ask you.
Yeah,
So,
there you
well,
go.
yeah, they.
Take your vitamin C.
Why are they asking you that? Because every time you go in, every time you take one of those tests they want, they get paid.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
why they're asking you.
And they also get some of your DNA.
Yeah.
So,
And another chance to take or put something in you, right?
yeah.
Okay, so when you're given a poop test, no, but still, again, DNA, that's in your poop. So yeah, just so we can get the money from EuroHip. That's why they're gonna poke and prod a little old lady. Ridiculous. Like they told me, I asked me years ago, do you want, like, you should have a cholesterol test? I'm like, well, whatever you tell me, I'm not gonna stop eating cheese. So if my body's lacking iron, I'll go eat spinach. Like, your body will tell you. Okay, so what do we have here?
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Lysac is out. This is a good site, man.
Mhm.
Can't believe fucking over 2 years. 2 years for something that he would have just given him a fine for.
Oh, something that never would even came up.
He still is claiming he's innocent though.
Of course he is.
Yeah, I think the only thing the only thing that he pled guilty to was the whole, like, not carrying the
Improper storage.
firearm or whatever, which
Improper
which essentially is like a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like
It's a misdemeanor. It's not
Either
a
way,
felony.
he
It's a
would have
misdemeanor.
gotten a fine, and this man did 2 fucking years.
Yep. So what Ferryman explained it is that it's technically called a plea deal.
Yeah.
But basically, they came out and stated you are not guilty of anything that you were accused of, and it might have been just like owning a firearm or transporting a firearm. Not
Because it
guilty.
wasn't an original charge. It wasn't one of the original charges when he pled to. So
Yeah, so they didn't take a, like, the news might say he took a plea deal, but no, it wasn't a plea deal. He didn't get like guilty of a lesser charge. It was like not guilty of anything.
yeah,
and basically, and the other two are going to be soon to follow. So it's not like they left the other two behind, right? Because they work together as a team.
I think their court is coming up on the 20th.
Why should
Yeah, it's all just based on the court date, right? Like
What I was reading.
Yeah, they should just be out now, like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like they should have been out literally.
They never should have been in.
Exactly. They should have never been in it to begin with. Because it was all fabricated over a lie which was exposed.
Yep.
And now they're doing it to James Sowery.
Pardon?
Now they're doing it to James Sowery. How long, guy?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. But apparently there's new fucking they got video and shit that they weren't able to get in prior to this conviction, so he's going to appeal it with the new evidence, I think.
Even with the new evidence, even without that new evidence, that guy could appeal because of what they're doing, because it's unprecedented.
Yep.
Malicious
Well, now we're
prosecution.
setting precedents, right? Not just
Yeah.
that. Not
And
that we're setting cases.
officers that fucking fabricated these lies and made a situation bigger than what it is, they need to be held fucking accountable for
All
that.
need to be held accountable. All.
Yeah.
And not, I'm just doing my job. That's not gonna fucking fly here.
Just doing my job doesn't count when you're causing loss, injury, and harm.
Nope.
Now it's common law. Now it's like you're not covered there by your oath. Okay.
Nope. People are gonna families are they're gonna be rising up soon enough. Something's happening. Like I said, things are just starting.
Pendulum is swinging back, right?
Now we're like this, and now it's just gonna go whoosh.
Yeah. And when she comes
The only
back,
question is how hard.
is gonna hit fucking shit like nuts.
Oh yeah, it's like a house of cards. You pull one.
Yep. And they all just gonna woof. Yep. I fucking feel that, mama, right in the fucking gut.
Yeah.
I also feel that these motherfuckers got something shady fucking in the background too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because now they're
Well, of course they do. That's all they do is deal in lies and fucking darkness.
yeah, but how come? How long can you keep them up?
Well, now they're fully exposed, so it's either they'll have to exterminate us or they'll have to go hide somewhere and just hope we forgot about it.
Nope, we didn't. Like you
Make
said,
sure they get rid of those.
And either way, I'm going to have a lifelong rest, no matter what happens. So.
Are you
Because I
starting-
can't control what they do, and once you get over the fear of dying, they have no control over you. So just get over the fear of death, and then that's it.
Well, that's one thing a World War II vet said, is that you have to go into the war knowing that you're going to die.
Yeah.
Or you're going to, good chance. Oh, so what do we got going on here now?
Well, today turned out to be one of the most exciting days of the year. Not only has my book come in the mail so I can proofread it, put it up, I have to make one last change. Turns out that Chris Lysak and Jerry Morin have taken a plea deal to a firearm storage fine or charge. That is a far cry from conspiracy to commit murder on police officers. So, extra happy day, book's out, Chris is getting free, and I just got to make one more change, and we'll try to get this out to you guys.
Fucking A.
Well, today turned out to
That's awesome.
Yep.
Amazing.
So there's that. And then,
What else we got?
oh shit. Not that.
Okay.
Where is Rage? Right here. And then his video.
All right. Oh, wait.
Just getting out of court.
Oh no, how do I go back? Motherfucker.
Hey, so we're just getting out of court ourselves. We've been in there all day long, all week, and last week, and probably tomorrow's the last day. Lots of pretty wild things to talk about when this concludes. However, obviously the big news today is that thank goodness
Chris is going to be released, Lysac, and I guess Jerry Morin as well. And from what I understand, improper storage or unauthorized transportation of a firearm or something, which is all they ever had on either of these guys. And I've maintained since the beginning that
they were innocent.
Really, especially in Lysac's case, he's in pictures with me, and he's involved with a lot of you guys in a friendly capacity, and was a fan of a podcast. So for that, he spent 2 years in jail for what otherwise would have been a fine and a license suspension.
Yep.
It's pretty outrageous, but it's something we can be angry about at a later time. I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for all the hard work that you put in, all of you guys that did the help with the fundraisers from Olds and everywhere else, the recent ones, the previous ones, the handmade, the quilts and stuff you guys have made, and the clothing, and all of the effort that so many of you guys put together, thousands of people. And I'm very, very happy that you guys came through, because I was on the phone with this lawyer, and he says for this to happen, we need $200,000 by what was it, 10 days or something? It was some tight, and I was like, sure, we got it. And I entirely bet that all on my faith in you guys and the strength of this community to get this done, and you did, and you didn't let us down. And I'm very proud of you guys. I'm very, very happy today to see this happen. And who I'm most happy for in the whole world right now is Chris Lysac's 2 young daughters who
get to finally see their fucking
dad to come home, and I can't imagine how difficult it's been for them. More than anyone, they've been living in a prison of their own, having to deal with this. And as far as I know, I haven't been called or told, but as far as I know, there's going to be people on their way to go pick Chris up later this evening. So he'll be reunited with his children, and at least this part for them, the nightmare is over.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
I think that's it. Morgan, anything you want to say? Right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And, Philip always wins.
Yeah, he does.
Hey,
he fucking does. But that's what I wanted to show.
Thank you. That was great.
Yeah. And if there's anything else y'all want me to show, just drop it in the private chat, and then I'll turn it on over here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But yeah, man, that guy finally gets to go back home to his fucking babies.
Yep.
That's the most important.
I'm not even a mom, right? And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, it just must have been horrible.
Like, just for a fucking fine.
No, but you know what? For a wrong thing. That's what it comes down to.
These men, they're strong. These are strong fucking men that had to mentally withstand this fuckery.
And we all stood with them.
Yeah. And then they stayed so patient for over 2 years.
I was looking at the law, the criminal code and stuff right now. And it says Canadian jurisprudence has changed in that if any individual takes legal action, that meets the above criteria, they may be sued. Legal action may be taken against the police or crown attorneys or the attorney general, as they are no longer exempt from suit.
Yeah, fucking take him for everything.
Yeah.
You literally took away 2 years of this man's life.
So these are the criteria.
The
prosecution must be initiated by the defendant. The prosecution must be terminated in the plaintiff's favor. There was a lack of reasonable and probable grounds to commence or continue the prosecution, and the defendant was motivated to commence or to continue the prosecution due to malice. Those are the conditions.
Yep.
So sorry, that's 5 conditions.
Oh, I hope they sue the pants out of all of them.
If anyone wants to look at the case law, it's okay, take the highlight off because I can't read it like that. It's Mazga, versus Velo Estate, KVELLO Estate.
Yep.
So that's the case law. If anyone wants to look that up, and send it to those guys.
Wanna just send that link into the ladies chat.
Send that.
And we can have a look, see at it a little later.
Yeah.
Oh, I found an interesting book that my father had. It was a book of natural remedies.
I'm sure that they can sue them for the fucking other charges that got dropped.
Well, any single individual man or woman that did them harm during that time, they can sue them, no problem, under the common law. It's when you get into like the other jurisdiction, the legal jurisdiction, that some of them are covered, but it says in Canada they're not. So that means that it's easier to sue them in their public capacity in Canada than it is in the States. So
Yeah,
it's
but
basically what we just read was telling us.
and they didn't plead guilty. They're not guilty of anything, so they should be able to sue.
Yeah.
They're not guilty.
Whether they were guilty of that thing that they're saying they're guilty of or not, they can sue because of what happened to them. There's no fucking precedent to that whatsoever, no rhyme or reason.
Yeah. So
Why do you
basically,
get
Western
mad?
Canada went, "Fuck you! I'm innocent. Take it away."
Mhm.
The
Oh,
conspiracy
they'll figure it out. I'm
murder
sure
was dropped, was it not?
Yeah.
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 Like that just straight said, from going conspiracy to commit
The
murder.
thing is, though, is that in that paperwork, they made them also agree that they couldn't
Right.
sue them. But when they're doing this paperwork, this is legal paperwork. So when they say that, they're talking about suing them in their public capacity, but they can still always sue them in their private capacity. You always can, unless you have a contract with that man or woman that explicitly says that you're allowed to lock me up for 700 and some odd fucking days. Okay.
For something that would have equaled a fine.
Yeah.
And then possibly a suspended license.
Yeah.
You don't.
And then if it was
when you
a
run over
murder,
5 people,
then it would have been a fine.
yeah.
So either way, it's a fine. And they held them in jail for a lot. So who's going to be held responsible for that?
No, it's not like justice has been served here. Justice won't be served until the people who put them there are there.
Yep.
Not right now.
Never be a thing.
Yeah.
This should never have happened.
No.
We're
Don't.
trying to rewrite the rules so this will never happen again.
He wants to go pee outside. Daddy, he wants to go pee and she's staring at me.
Yeah.
She's
My cat
gonna
just-
growl at me. Don't growl. She gets scary when she wants something. She's like,
Oh, we got something new to watch.
she's like, I'm a bossy bitch. Let me outside, woman.
Should I put it up yet? I put it up already. What are we looking for? I'll take it back down for a minute. So we'll see. Oh, you're muted. Oh, what?
And always
Okay.
Loud.
Nope. That wasn't it.
Canada is and always has been our country.
Oh, is this Johnny's commercial?
And we want Canada to be a true north that is as strong and as free as it can be in a way that matters. The best country in the world.
You think those military videos look cool and want to join the army, but you suck at Call of Duty?
Oh, he's right.
You have no idea how to fire a gun. You hate when someone calls you sir.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
It is ma'am.
Don't think you can pass an aptitude test? Well, none of that matters. Introducing the new Canadian Armed Forces Fast Pass. Your Canadian Armed Forces Fast Pass allows direct entry into officer occupations without taking the aptitude test, allowing you to skip the lines to the front line.
That's a good one.
Canadian Armed Forces. A message from the government of Canada.
That's hilarious.
Johnny. I fucking love Johnny. Fucking love that
Makes me
guy.
laugh
It's a talent.
on a regular basis.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's just I don't have a comedic bone in my body. Not a one. Chris or I can't tell jokes. Nope.
We got Shocky Mocky in the house.
Good evening.
Hello.
I love all the stuff you guys come out with.
Was that your voiceover, Johnny?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Johnny's
That
voice.
was a beauty, man. You can like for realsies radio fucking voice, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Good. That was
Yeah.
solid. That was solid.
Yeah, and then we got the Danger Cats. They're coming to Niagara Falls, February 16th and 17th.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I think I want to go Friday.
Yeah, I think Friday we're pushing for too.
Now I'm trying to figure out what show because it's going to either be the 7 o'clock one or the 10 o'clock one.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot. Well, I'll just have to see whoever I'm riding with. Right, if I can get a ride with someone, I'm going when they're going. So we'll figure it out. We got like the February party to figure out that stuff too. So, yeah, I'll play some air hockey too when we go roller skating. And there's also a place we can go go-karting too, around not too far from my house that has a pool table and old video game like Pac-Man and all that and pinball and
Nice.
I like those. I just miss our old bowling
My
alley.
daughter says, Johnny, that you should do narrating.
He did work in radio.
Yeah.
So maybe just pick up a book and just start reading it and just narrate it.
Yeah.
The next Morgan Freeman, our own Johnny Rotten.
Morgan, right? He was like, go the fuck to sleep.
Best narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
I know.
There is a book though.
It fucking shows, Johnny.
There is a
Because
book
that
though
was
that
me.
go to fuck to sleep that gets pigs to go to bed. That's a real book at the library.
I have it downstairs in my bookcase.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't have any kids, but I got that book.
That's a funny. Go the fuck to sleep, of course. Oh, what do we got? now?
Oh, I hear Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Did they rechange the cover? Because I don't remember the circle. Oops, sorry.
Oh yeah, that was always there.
Was it? Okay.
Oh yeah, they had to PG that.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise,
Yes,
I wouldn't
I
get
read
past
it.
Penguin Publishing.
Well, you know what happened to Chris? I fed Chris spaghetti and meatballs.
Mm.
That'll take a man out.
And he's had actually a pretty emotional day. You know,
Can you hear it when I'm muted?
Yeah.
I'll turn it up a little.
You're cozy and warm. Narrated.
I have to leave my mute button not unmuted.
The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lot of fun. And sleep.
You lying?
The wind whispers soft through the grass, hun. The field mice, they make not a peep.
It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep. All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? The fuck to sleep. The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air they soar and they sweep. A hot crimson rage fills my heart, love. For real, shut the fuck up and sleep. The cubs and the lions are snoring, wrapped in a big, snuggly heap. How come you can do all this other great shit, but you can't lie the fuck down and sleep?
I didn't hear this version before.
The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the
This is the
crops
ghetto version.
will reap. No more questions. This interview's over. I've got 2 words for you, kid. Fucking sleep. The tiger reclines in the simmering jungle. The sparrow has silenced her cheep. Fuck your stuff, bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes, cut the crap, sleep. The flowers doze low in the meadows, and high on the mountains so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty ass parent. Stop fucking with me, please. And sleep. The giant pangolins of Madagascar are snoozing as I lie here and openly weep. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll bring you some milk. Who the fuck cares? You're not gonna sleep. This room is all I can remember. The furniture, crappy and cheap. You win. You escape. You run down the hall. As I nod the fuck off and sleep. Bleary and dazed, I awaken to find your eyes shut. So I keep my fingers crossed tight as I tiptoe away and pray that you're fucking asleep. We're finally watching our movie. Popcorn's in the microwave. Beep. Oh shit, god damn it, you gotta be kidding! Come on, go the fuck back to sleep.
And that's Go the Fuck to Sleep, narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep. That's a good one. And yeah. Fun to have things read by other people.
Right?
I think that's what our movies are lacking huge is actually like a storyline and character development. And that's why I think none of the movies are any good anymore. There's nothing. There's no substance to them. And they're all
The alphabet was Samuel L. Jackson. Wait a minute.
the ABC. Was,
A is for asshole, right? B is for bitch.
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we should come up with a Sicilian alphabet.
Ooh.
K, knife. Just yeah.
A is for A.
Hey.
Yo, hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Well, the one day Chris was getting me, and I'm like, let me tell you. And he's like, what? Ah. Then he tries to do it back. I'm like, honey.
Shit, a little bit came out.
Yeah. That once in a while. Especially when
Usually happens when you're angry is when that inner European comes out. Where you're like, right? I get it.
you should have heard us when we were trying to unfree free whiskey girl.
That's been fucking epic. Hashtag free whiskey girl.
That was funny. But I couldn't figure it out fast enough. You're just pissed because you fucked up and now no one can fix it fast enough for you.
Mm-hmm.
You all said you can fix it. I'm like, oh my God, you can't expect like click.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like trying to explain this is a new software for like a new program. They all aren't.
I'm literally just learning this shit too. I wasn't even aware I could do this share screen thing until I learned it the other day.
Okay, so if you're streaming in YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how we had to unfree Risky Girl. We had to go into YouTube Studio, and you can do a lot in there.
Right.
Then go into settings and then community and look for the people you banned, and then you just unclick them.
Right.
But if you want to do things in YouTube, YouTube Studio.
Fair.
Yes, we had a little help with that because I guess we were looking pretty sad. So
Mm-hmm.
once I figured it out, it was just, when you first Google something and they tell you to do this and you're like, well, fuck no, that's not doing it. Then you got to find. So before we got the help, I was like, oh, here. And then they're like, and then just go here. I'm like, this close to figuring it out. But then again, him trying to explain what to do to Chris and then trying to me, two different results. Because they'll tell me for 20 years, okay, now go here, click there. Like I might not know the inner guts and everything, but I can navigate.
I can really hear Chris is really snoozing.
Oh yeah.
Comfortable.
He tired.
He's
He had
tired.
a day.
He had a day. It's not every-
Oh, this is another good one. This is a good one.
Set fire to your hair, put a stick at a grizzly bear, eat medicine that's out of date, use your private parts as piranha bait. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Get your toast out with a fork, do your own electrical work. Teach yourself how to fly.
Oh no.
Eat a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Fight a psycho killer inside, scratch a drug dealer's brand new ride. Take your helmet off in outer space, use a clothes dryer as a hiding place. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Keep the rattlesnake as a pet, both your kidneys on the internet. Eat a tube of super glue. I wonder what's this red button do? Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dress up like a moose during hunting season. Disturb a nest of wasps for no good reason. Stand on the edge of the train station platform. Drive around the boom, get at a level crossing. Run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not rhyme, but they're quite
Don't do it.
Dumb ways to die. Dumbest ways to die. Dumbest ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Be safe around trains.
Be safe around trains. Yeah, be safe around trains, y'all. That was a commercial for the train safety. It was fucking hilarious.
Good one though.
I know, it's fucking catchy as heck.
I don't want to die because someone's on their cell phone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hit by a car because they're like, oops. Oh, I have a stupid gym story.
Oh.
Gym story. A stupid, painful gym story. Okay, so Fair was at the gym. And, so it was her lunchtime and thought she'd get in some reps. And there's one of those freaking tartlets with the camera and like skimpy shit making videos of her doing things, and she's right in front of the men with their machines and right in front, bending over, doing everything. So doesn't she pick up this weight and knocks and drops it, and this 50-pound weight falls on this man's foot. Then it proceeds to hit her, and then she falls on a rowing machine, and they're two in pain, and she's like, oops, sorry. And then she just rah, 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 rah.
Well, that song was fitting. Dumb Ways to Die. Apparently that is also one.
Her stupid caused other people pain.
Yeah.
Like that man could now have like 5 broken toes.
Who knows?
And she's like, hey, whatever.
Sorry.
You think the staff at whatever gym was concerned? No.
Wow. Fucking wow.
Because one of those look at my ass move while I'm exercising. Don't look at me though. Like, oh, if I was she's like,
even Hunter.
What?
Like,
Hunter's just
that's a common thing in gyms. Does that happen a lot? I'm all about separate gyms. Male,
when
female.
I'm at the gym, I'm literally in the zone and there is nobody there but me in my mind,
Yeah.
right? I don't really pay attention to anybody.
I guess this one was a little hard not to, especially when she's dropping 50-pound weights on people's feet.
But if some bitch dropped a 50-pound weight on my foot, I would fucking notice that.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh yeah, she laid into her. You can't talk to me like that. Oh, you don't even know.
fucking hate entitled bitches like that.
Oh.
You can't tell. Then maybe don't do retarded shit, Brenda. Leave the 50-pound fucking weights alone.
How about leave your camera at home? Why are you filming yourself like that? You're like a fan.
That's what they do.
Really? At the gym?
Yeah.
I see a couple of them doing videos and stuff. Yeah, like I watched one dude setting up his camera and shit while he's on the mat, and I was just like, I kind of like watched him for a second before I got into Zomba because he was like literally boom right there by the door. And then I'm like, oh, so he had his tripod and everything.
Weird.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, okay.
Like, is he doing it for technique? To learn?
Maybe he's trying to teach others, maybe, possibly, I don't know.
Maybe he has his own fan only show. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just like I hate when
At your butt when you're at thanks, Sharky. I'm also looking at your butt. We're looking at each other's butts at the gym.
oh yeah. You're going, look how
You hear that, Robin? I'm looking at your wifey's butt.
Oh, Kitty, you're in. I gotta get a glass of water. I'll be right back.
I fucking love fucking hitting the gym with Sharky. She helps motivate me just as much as I motivate her. But for realsies.
Yeah, I need a
Don't
motivator.
guys.
What's that, Sarah?
I need a motivator like Breezy.
Yeah.
I'll motivate anybody.
Breezy's my motivator. And Rogue. Rogue said to me, he said, babe, your body's perfect, but you just need to work out your... That's what he said. I'm like, okay.
You're losing that booty.
And then once I started doing
that is a problem.
Yeah. I used to work out a lot, like years ago. And then COVID happened and I stopped doing that, and yeah.
Okay, it kills your motivation, man. A lot of that killed a lot of people's motivation to do anything, even like artistically, like anything.
Well, I just started a small business too, and it like killed that, and just like killed fucking everything. And I was like, we were all in a state of like fear, right? So
right.
Not necessarily of COVID, but like of what was going on.
Tyrannical overreach. Yeah.
Man, as soon as I saw the first ad for those masks, I was literally like reading this ad for like this fucking news article about COVID and how we're gonna have to wear masks. And I look out my fucking apartment window and there's an Asian woman walking down the street.
Oh, Asians do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on? I was like, gotta call Rogue right away.
Need to get the fuck out of here.
I knew right away, man. Something just did not sit right with me.
So
You know what we saw today?
Pardon me?
You know what we saw on our walk today?
What'd you see?
2 people in a car, fully masked.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, hell no.
Today.
I'm going to start being like that one guy that drives around. He's like, make sure you get in the fresh air, right? He's just yelling it.
Yep.
With people running by with masks on or whatever, and he's just like, make sure you get the fresh air. And then they're all just like, oh yeah, okay. And then they keep running. He's just like, and he's making fun of them.
Yep.
Why don't people like comprehend the concept of fresh air?
Look at 250.
Yeah, 250 push-ups.
Get it? Fucking did, Ben.
Yeah,
That's
Ben's been killing it.
250. I hope like that can't be all at once.
He's gonna have a pair of guns that are like gonna be better than my gun show, I think. Doing 250 push-ups, bro. I can't even do that without my shoulder popping.
Okay.
I didn't do any work. No, I did some squats this morning while Tofu was on, but I did 10 squats last night for every time ECC said fucked. So, yeah.
That's a lot
I
of
didn't
squats.
count how many it was. I was just like doing them as I heard him say.
Today it was just 20 at a time. Dude, it's a start.
Yeah, but hey, that's a 20 and up at 250. That's a fucking good number of
That's
sets.
fucking impressive, man. That's fucking impressive. Give her. Fucking give her.
Okay, so we had our tax course today, right? And so they said, okay, now get up and stretch and do one exercise where you put your one finger out and bring your thumb up. Put your finger out, put your thumb up. I'm like, really? This is what you're making us do? What the hell? Oh, now do it to your other one and then flip it around. I'm like, oh my, now stand on one leg. I'm like, oh my God, can I just go like for a walk in the park and come back?
That's when I would give her like fake finger gun.
Holy fuck, that sounds like, Michelle, that sounds like 1984 when they like make them get up to do those retarded exercises.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's so silly. It's such a every year we have to do this tax course, getting ready for tax season. And it just and I know, okay, let's stretch. And then look at this girl, and I'm like, I can't get excited like you do. How do you get that excited presenting this information? It's awful.
I know the Zumba instructor, she is very enthusiastic about Zumba.
But that's different, right? You're getting your body's moving, you're getting excited, but
High energy.
tax is shit. I know it's my job, but they're fucking awful now. The system, the taxes, the rules, the regulations, the schedules, the bull behind it all. It's just awful. Oh, it's ridiculous. It doesn't need to be this complicated.
No,
My old boss remembers when it was income in, income out, taxes owed.
I feel like this is done on purpose so that it just annoys good
You know,
people.
they're controlling when and how we can take out our money by putting all these things.
Speaking of air, when is the last time you checked your car's carbon air filter?
Cabin air filter.
What?
Put that up. Oh, Bruce is sleeping. I can't ask. This is when
Je ne sais pas.
for entertainment and information purposes.
So there's an air filter intake on your car, and you have to change it every so often so that your car doesn't get a musty buildup. And it
Okay.
can also impair your defog, if like it is right now in Tom's car. So he's got to take his whole dash apart in order to fix it, and he can't see out of his front window unless his whole car is warm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Cars are annoying.
Yes. Yes. I love not driving now. I know it's weird, right? But yeah, it's bloody awful out there. And people tell me that. Right? Every time, 10 years, like 5 years ago, how do you get around? How do you do it? Now it's like, oh God, it's awful. They'll be thankful you're not driving.
If you don't have to, I definitely recommend not doing it.
But you know what? That's what they want too, right? They want us not to drive. I asked my taxi driver, I'm like, okay, with all these bike lanes, do you see anybody in them? He goes, well, yeah, in the summertime I see them quite a bit, but this is Canada. Right? In the wintertime, you don't see anybody.
Yeah,
And that's
not
why,
often.
you take away the roads and you put in the bike lanes no one's using. Now your emergency vehicles are caught up in congestion. Like just in, because now I have 3 lanes instead of 4. So saw another big accident. Oh, yeah. People are driving stupid too, like not paying attention.
Yeah.
I love talking to cabs. Well, what'd you see this today? How you finding now that it's sunny out? Or the one I was talking to, and he's like, at first we started talking about God, because he said if you don't believe in God, you don't understand death, or you don't feel death. I'm like, well, that's not true.
Oh, yeah.
I think death is behind it. You're gonna miss the person whether you think God took them or not. And then I started talking about trans, and then we started talking about the convoy, and then he said the convoy united the wrong people. And I was just like, my eyebrows were like, what? What do you mean by that? This is all the honking and the poor people of Ottawa. I went, oh, okay. I said,
I gotta show you guys what I got today.
what did you get today?
So you guys heard of Silverlinks?
No.
The guy that does the copper or silver gold pours?
No.
Oh,
He sent me this.
What is that?
It is a copper coin, and it's got a skull on it.
it almost looks like the.
But on the back, I don't know if you won't be able to see it.
Oh, what's it
It's
say?
printed with a little goat.
Oh,
It's so great. I love it so much. It's got weight to it.
and it has a Philip on the back.
Yeah, it's got his marking
Cool.
in the back. Oh, you can kind of see the goat. It's right there.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
But yeah, he reached out to me and he goes, you know what? I'm gonna send you something. And I'm like, okay, like you don't have to, right? And he's like, yeah, I made something for you, and then he sent me that, and I was like, holy fuck, this is like the coolest shit ever.
That is really cool.
Yeah, man, fucking
A lot of talented people.
Agilon community to like meet interesting folk, and I know he lost a lot of fucking weight too, that guy. Like he lost an entire fucking human being. But let me look it up. I'll look it up. Hold on. Concarais. Where am I? Here? No, that's not it. That was not it at all. Okay, Twada. Can we go Twada? I want to go Twada. Twanner. Twanner. Okay.
All right, wait, I'll put it up.
And then we're gonna go Silver Links.
Oh, the guy's still on.
There we go. So this gentleman here,
Okay.
he does his own pours. Like he makes his coins and shit.
Hey, there's you.
Yeah. And then somebody got triggered because I did the whole Satanism thing, and I'm just like, I did it on purpose because people would make jokes about fucking Diagolon being Satanists.
Mhm.
I'm like, so obviously I'm going to do that to the haters.
Control, right?
Trigger them.
Control
Why
it.
is that Satanist? What, because it's over
Because
your eye?
you covering the eye. They always got to cover the fucking eye, right?
I thought that. That was a, yeah.
Yeah,
but
with
you
the
don't have
black
your
eye.
covered. You're still alive and smiling.
But like, look at this.
No.
Yeah, man, he makes some really fucking cool things. There's the goat. That's what I got on the back of my phone.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, man, he makes some really interesting pieces.
No shit.
Yeah, look at that. The bee.
Nice.
Right?
Oh, it's like a honeycomb.
Yeah. Like he does some really interesting things, man. I love it. And every time I see him like post something new, I'm just like, holy shit, man! Like you always making these cool ass fucking coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little. Yeah, man, they're like really cool.
Yep. Well, you know what? All those coins you have.
I want to find the one with him, like where he lost like mad weight, because it's on here.
Did he say what he did?
He just started fucking working out. He started getting healthy. Because I guess he was in a situation where it was either that or you're gonna eventually fucking croak, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
And he's like, "Well, I gotta make a change."
yeah. Well, I always like to say food is fuel, but chocolate's for the soul. Like you get like chocolate.
I wish I could find the one. Oh, it was on fucking. I know Rage showed it, but he lost mad fucking weight.
Yeah.
Mad weight.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause you see his before picture and you're like, oh, buddy, like you fucking lost a whole person, a whole fucking person.
So it can be done.
It can be fucking done. 100% it can. Absolutely. I didn't mean to go in that. Oh, wait, she's back? Yay! She's out of jail! I mean, we're cool.
Who's out of jail?
Blonde Bigot. She was banned on fucking Twitter yesterday, and then everybody started putting like posts like free Blonde Bigot. Oh shit! But she's back on Twitter now. Turns out she's back. She's back, guys. She's back. She's back hating everybody again. And there's Jason with his little guy. Oh my goodness! All these babies. Oh my god! What is that?
That's
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Literally what Taylor Swift is. She's a banshee.
It's like that dude from, it's like the pumpkin head guy from fucking
Pumpkinhead, I remember
The
that.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jack Skellington.
Don't you
Yeah,
dare
that's-
insult Jack Skellington like that.
Oh yeah.
Favorite.
Like my
I will
neighbor's
find a way to punch you down.
Bad trade wife. I'm just kidding.
That's creepy.
I
That
just
is-
said she looked like him.
No,
That's all.
Shoe fits.
Look at that. Look at those knees.
Isaac was charged with improper storage of handgun. What the fuck is all of this then? RCMP? Fucking liars. Yup. Like remember, because they were trying to do that, right? They try to lie, literally lie. The fucking officers that are supposed to be like, do the law, guys, and then they're breaking the law, guys.
No, they're not.
Fuck's sakes! I honestly like. The police, RCMP, they have tainted everything that I thought was good about these fucking organizations so much.
Hey,
I can't stand my local police. Fucking everybody. I can't stand my local police. I can't stand the RCMP because all I can think about is like, what the fuck are you going to do to try to fucking convict another innocent person?
yeah. So when my uncle was RCMP, that was probably a good 30 odd years ago.
Yeah.
And he was known as the Bulldog.
Hmm.
Because when he had something, he would not stop until they had the truth.
Yeah. See, an officer that I had a lot of respect for.
Yeah.
And it was Frank Montero. Frank Montero ended up, he was a Portuguese officer. He spent a lot of time in and out of our house to arrest my biological father because my biological father was a piece of shite. And he was a good officer. He probably was one of the inspiring officers for me to try to push me in that direction of law enforcement, right? Yeah. Which that obviously didn't fucking happen. But
right?
But he gave me that respect, you know, where I'm like, okay, I can, because he ended up being like the chief of police at one point. Like he kept moving up.
Yep.
Right, and then eventually he got out of police, got into politics, and then he was representing a ward in my city.
Oh.
Then he got cancer, and then he died.
So one of the good ones.
One of the good ones. And he was like the main person in my life where I was like if I ever be an officer, I want to be just like him.
Yeah. Yeah, so I look at my uncle, he was like that Commissioner Gordon kind of guy.
Yeah. And he was very very for the community, you know what I mean? And it showed because like he did participate in a lot of like Portuguese events and stuff like that. He was a cool dude. He was a cool dude.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of good influences over our lives. You know, you don't have to be like
died.
Yeah. It's not gonna leave us too soon.
Yeah. Like even my godfather too, like my godfather was massive in the community, and it didn't matter if you were Portuguese, it didn't matter what the fuck you were. As long as you were a good person, you were allowed to sit at his table.
Yeah.
And he was like that for everybody in the community. And I was like, and I aspire to be just like that man, because I was like, this is a powerful dude, because he'll say something and people will just fucking do it without any question. And it's not like he would be mean about it. It's just people had so much fucking respect for this man that they're like, yeah, no problem, Peter. What do you want me to do? Right?
Yeah. Because you know it's a good thing you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and he was another one taken from me.
Too much death lately.
Right?
So
those turbo cancers ain't fucking helping.
Turbo cancers and the kids, and like it's just enough for people. So getting together and doing what we're doing and getting people out of prison, fucking awesome.
All right, guys, I gotta cleanse my house. Hold on.
Oh.
Gotta get rid of all the negative spirits. And, you know, you just gotta touch the tips.
Yeah. All the negative stuff is going.
Sorry, I had to.
Hey, you gotta spread the positive vibes and get rid of the bad juju.
Oh, man. Oh, I need to go pack a fucking bowl, man. I'll be BRB.
All right, I got half a joint here, but I got the cat on my lap, and he's just being so cute. Redhead Rant's got kittens.
Oh, she did go with it?
They're really, I haven't seen them yet. I only saw a video, but they're cute. And Chris is like, yeah, we could probably have kittens. I'm home all day. Not that I ever thought of getting kittens, but hey, they look pretty cute.
Yeah, damn cute.
This guy likes to be the center stage here. I don't know how he like kittens, but I think he needs someone to play with. He just meows at his big fuzzy gray cat outside. That's all he does.
It'll go one of two ways, and either way, it'll be worth videotaping. So
Oh, yeah.
you're good.
Oh, kitty, don't you want to jump off my lap so I can get?
No, he just wants to rearrange and then settle back in.
Yeah. Hey, my hands are free. Showing you my hands. Oh, yep. Maybe your dance.
He's got two hands.
Except
All
then-
right, ladies, I gotta dip off here. I gotta go do responsibles, and
Yes.
I've got a creative thing going on in my brain right now for my next podcast, so I gotta get it written down.
Oh, and congratulations. You did a wonderful video.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next one to come out. It'll be
Oh,
faster
me
this
too.
time, though, 'cause I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah. You did a great job and you brought up some wonderful points.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I hope you guys have a good night, and
You will. And
so happy for Chris, and I
Did
hope
you use
that,
did you use that program I told you about?
no, I used a different one, CapCut.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good.
Mhm.
I like it too because you know what it does to me is it
You need to
copyrights
keep
everything.
doing those. Those were fucking. That was an amazing video. I fucking love how that came to fruition.
Well, I'm
It's
gonna be
something
putting up
heard more often.
hopefully one a week. I'll be able to get up. So
wow, that's impressive.
Fucking A. Get her
that's the
done.
goal. So.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. We'll talk to you later.
Good
Have a
night.
good night.
Later.
Have a good one.
Fucking way or whatever way.
Yeah, I got a
I
little
did
bit-
a mean face one. Okay, now I'm gonna go and have my fucking. Now I'm gonna go. I love you guys. And I'll be BRB.
This is my neighbor, well, my friend. He used to be my neighbor, but friend. This is peanut butter weed. That's just the name of it. Peanut butter.
What's it taste like?
Normal weed. I don't know why it's called peanut butter, but it's good. It's nice to have something different because we've had the Christmas weed. So
Yeah.
have something different because just to change it up. I didn't realize you had that many cops in Aurelia.
Oh, hell yeah, the whole place is overrun. I think the best part, though, is that they decided to put the cadet training facility right in the abandoned mental hospital.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
Well, because we had the HRC center and it had like 10 buildings or something like that and massive grounds. And so far, they've only managed to half fill up one building with the courthouse. So they took another 2 buildings for the cadets because there's also underground tunnels between the two.
Underground tunnels, eh? No,
Oh, yeah.
that's kind of funny. How weird, though. I don't know if I'd like to be in an abandoned mental house. Weird. I could see a school or something, or
Well, it's really kind of sad too, because it's like we've got all this housing that we really need. They're talking about closing down the hospital and relocating it and then converting the hospital into low income housing. And it's like, dude, we've got all of these pre-built historic places already in town that, you know, they just need some remodeling, maybe a little bit of a gutting because of asbestos, but you know, it's still
A lot of
perfect.
the reasons why they can't go into these buildings too is insurance,
Mm,
right? And then sometimes they'll rip out the walls and the plumbing and the things to get the money.
yeah.
So that's the only problem. You just can't say put the homeless in here. Well, some of them don't have respect,
No.
and they will tear out things just to get the change, the money.
Yeah.
So
Although I
unless,
do. Sorry, you go ahead.
unless they're willing to follow rules, which this is why they're on the street, you know, we can open up as much as we want. But if they don't want to be a good person, and I don't mean like follow rules, but you know what? We all, you know, follow some set of rules to have a normal civilized society. And if you want to do drugs and want to be violent, then no, you're not going to fit in, and you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
It's a social communal contract.
Mm-hmm. We'll take care of you if you take care of. You get what you give.
Yep.
Please don't drink. Oh,
What's this?
this is the after the morning when Chris actually has a coffee.
Confirming Chris drinks coffee.
You guys hear it?
Make sure you fucking clip this shit. Hey, it's a rare moment.
It is gone. I confirmed it.
That turned out really good.
I know. I'm kind of happy about it. I'm like, I gotta fucking clip this and make a video of it.
That's almost like when Dustin walks out and goes, "Diagon soap. It's for your eyes."
Yeah,
Confirmed it.
it's for your eyes. Yeah, I confirmed it's coffee. Leave it to Tom to confirm it.
Well, we need someone to.
Which one is this
I
one?
got my mom to give me some of her Folgers coffee, so when Sunday morning this weekend we can have coffee. If you bring the coffee machine.
Yeah, we are. I got it written down to bring the coffee machine and some filters.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And these were what? Armor bulletproof vests. Not an armor bulletproof vest. That's just like I'm going hunting vest.
It's a tactical vest.
When I worked at a dry cleaners, the Kevlar vests, they don't have pockets. They're just like metal inside. Ooh, what are we counting down?
So I don't know if y'all are aware, but I made a Rumble account after the nuke. So I am back on Rumble. Please feel free to follow me on Rumble.
So what?
You're just like trying to cram that hole right back in. You're like, you get some back up. Don't you? Don't even. Yeah, that's
A woman used the yeast from her own yeast infection to make bread.
No!
Sourdough, actually. What the fuck?
Read a motherfucking book. Read a book. Read a book. Read a motherfucking book. I-E-A-P-O, okay. I-E-A-P-O, okay. I-E-A-P.
This is my favorite part.
But CSIS is like, oh, we better fucking keep an eye on this. Oh, wait, it gets better.
Yep, it gets better.
Need emergency.
Government paycheck. What the fuck? Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about the roller skating?
No.
We're gonna get roller skating for April. Scooters in Mississauga, and we're gonna rent it privately.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they got pool tables and air hockeys for those who can't roller skate. So far, that's the next thing after bowling.
Ooh. And then there's this one.
I have a challenge.
I don't know
Air
if you
hockey while roller skating.
You guys ready to? Y'all want to watch this one?
All right.
Your country's in revolt. Do you know about this? Show this video.
Est-ce que vous êtes d'accord, vous autres, avec la vaccination obligatoire? Ah oui, hein?
Those who refuse will have to receive health contributions.
qui croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent
Yeah, yeah.
We have one of the biggest revolutions happening. Right now, there's 50,000 truckers and about 1.4 million people headed to the Parliament in Ottawa. And they're going to stay there until Trudeau resigns or they give us back all of our freedoms and rights.
I don't know if you guys can see I got shivers.
Look at us right here.
This is what they deny Canadians.
Every single one of these truckers.
Every single one of those were filled.
This is not a fridge.
Every single one of that is full.
If we stand together, we will win this country back.
I was at a point where I was giving up on Canada, and you guys are giving me hope. You guys are giving us strength. You guys are keeping us going. And wow, we are one big team, one big national team. And I firmly believe this is our last stand, and we are not coming home until you are all free.
I'm saying that was their first stand.
The small fringe minority holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians.
In the last 6 years, Trudeau has changed the face of this country. So that's what brought me here.
We're all Canadians, we're all truckers.
Talk about the Kennedy assassination without talking about Israel, without talking about the Messiah.
Oh, we can't talk about that.
No, it's a good Canadian day today.
That gets people banned. We can't do that.
No.
I'm like, gotta cut the tears out of my eyes.
Oh, yeah. I know I got tears.
That damn video gets me every fucking time.
Oh, they're so.
And then the Mother's Day message that fucking Jeremy did.
Yes.
Do you guys ever hear that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
that one fucking brings me to tears every fucking time.
Yeah, V4F
behind it. It's a lot.
Yeah. Jeff's one too, V4F, the beginning of his podcast is like, oh, get you every time.
Yeah. When where he's singing Redemption song?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, fucking gets me every fucking time.
Or even if I get mad at work, I'll come back. Like if something pisses me off on my walk to work, like the fucking chemtrails, I'll go and I'll do that.
I know, I gotta stop being such an emotional bitch, but I'm an emotional bitch all the time.
Yeah. There's one scene in there where there's this big guy and he sees the cop getting on him, puts the smoke in the mouth and like rips the cop off, right? It's like, yeah, he didn't throw the smoke away. The smoke went in the mouth and like, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just, nope.
I beat it. Get out of my way.
Yeah, you're not doing that to my buddy, right?
Oh,
I'm not drinking this cigarette either.
It's the whole like, yeah, I'm not like you just smoke in the mouth, off you. It just, yep.
Like Mad Hatter running at full speed with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yo, that was dope as fuck.
I like after the first round though, like all the shit came out of the pockets.
No,
you heard them run everything in the pockets, are the phones.
This is the dad joke of the day, which was quite fitting today.
A milkshake.
Yeah. It's what do you call a cow in a tornado? A milkshake.
Yep, love it.
And considering that Chris Lysak got out, what was the other gentleman's name?
Oh, is that
I can't remember the other gentleman's name.
Jason M. Bassick.
Either way, they got out. Shakes there. All kinds of milkshakes.
Oh, yeah.
Every Canadian right now should be having a fucking milkshake.
Oh, we should take down the dairy cartel.
I know, that was a perfect...
Honor of the milkshake.
I'm not even joking. I literally... Jerry Moran, there, thank you. I have a calendar that gives me a dad joke. Trev fucking ratted me out the fuck, but I had already told everybody that...
Yep.
I had already told people, I'm taking, the dad jokes every day, and I'm going to share it with everybody.
Yep.
That's my mission with this fucking calendar. So I've never denied that. Anyways, and that one happens to be the one for today.
This one.
Yeah.
Today.
Today.
A meme.
I shit you not, that is today's dad joke of the day for February 6th.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Dad jokes for the win. Thank you.
Wow.
Isn't that wild how that fucking played out?
Yep.
Now I'm kind of getting creeped out. I think I need my security blanket.
That's a good sign, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's like when people find a dime and they think that's that's someone in heaven thinking of them.
Yeah.
Right? This is almost like that kind of thing, but actually bigger, because this is what the hell?
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious how that played out.
Because
being the day that he's in court and gets let off. Of course you're gonna have a milkshake. The biggest fucking milkshake you better possibly have, my guy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you send that to Rage or can you?
Oh, I did.
Oh, did you? Good.
I sent it because I'm in the Telegram group, right?
Yeah.
And I specifically like going it there is for the buddy chat.
Yeah. So what's buddy chat?
So the buddy, I think the buddy chat is just for anybody that's having a bad day and just needs to vent and let it out, or
okay, like when you say check on a friend kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like the buddy check. You gotta you check it out on your buddies.
Okay.
I like to hang out in that particular group because I don't know if y'all know, but I got a lot of experience, right, in mental health shit.
And you can be there for one another.
That's for over 30 years, but whatever, it is what it is.
Yep.
But
we're here now, right? Look at us all here now. Look at our various backgrounds we've had.
Yeah. So right? I like to, I think for me, I found for me to get better, it was more comfortable talking to others who have experienced similar
of course
traumas.
Because how could I understand what you
can brainstorm, right? And then hey, what kind of technique did you use? And then this is the technique I use, and this and that, and we can bounce ideas off one another, and we can learn together and become better together. That I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to ask you.
I think that works. For me, that has worked far better in my situation than talking to a shrink that knows nothing of anything I've been through, right?
You're just a textbook case.
Thank you. And it's no, I don't want to be just dumped in this little slit here. No.
You're not pigeonholing me.
Yeah. I'm I know damn well what the fuck I've been through in my life. It wasn't fucking fun. This is why I am the way I am.
Yeah, but look, we all had different paths, and here we all here together,
No, 100%.
right?
And,
Somewhere,
and that's what it is. Is you take those lessons that life fucking throws at you,
yeah.
fucking learn from it. And if you don't, then shame on you.
Yeah. See, my path, like, I've been lucky. I'm like even Steven, right? Like, I've been, you know, and Chris is like, woo, roller coaster.
Yeah.
But between the two of us,
This is why me and Chris get along so well, because I feel like we have the similar.
yeah. But
Yeah.
no one can live like this. I need good and hard. You gotta push hard to enjoy hard. You can't. Life isn't just doing less. You know,
No. Takes work.
you're getting more out of life if you're doing less physical things. No.
A hundo. One hundo, mama.
There's a lot of people learning this weight thing is just a daily thing. It's not like an extreme diet. Well, and people do the cleanses,
Yeah.
which is just a lifestyle thing as well.
Yeah.
Right? It's no big secret. It's really diet, exercise.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just watch what you eat.
Intake,
And
outtake.
exercise.
Yep.
Go outside. Get some fresh air.
Yep. And it doesn't take a lot of it.
No.
It takes less than you think, but anything's better than
Just
nothing.
like recharge almost. And the sun was so nice today. Even though it was cold as fuck. It's just we've been so deprived of that sun for so long.
Oh, and people just love talking about it too. Oh, did you see the sun today? Oh,
Yeah, like it's absolutely beauty. Scooby, can I ask why you're being aggressive?
yeah. Oh, and Leaf Bush has another point with the food as well. Portion size at time of day make a big difference.
Yeah.
And it all depends on the type of diet too. Like these meat eater diets. You know, like Matt down the street will eat like one big meal after work normally, and maybe a couple of small meat things or cheese or egg things. But diets depend on that. Like me, I'm like a nibbler, sort of.
Yeah.
But sometimes I know I eat a little late. Because by the time this is the Mr. Two
Today, mama.
Nice. The way they make everything so expensive, right? You get 3 hours with your kids after all day. Look at those. I wouldn't mess with you.
Pipes, mama. I got pipes. But I have to have pipes though.
I don't have pipes.
Because I was telling, like, even my mom too, she was kind of getting weird. Like, she's just like, oh, you know, isn't that a little bit too much, right? And I'm like, oh, mom, who's going to protect you?
You can protect me.
I'm like, mama, who's going to protect you? I have to protect you. Because I'm going to fuck up anybody's day who tries to fuck with you guys.
Yep.
It's
I'll have to
do it.
I'll just offer someone with something nearby.
Yeah. And I've been seeing videos of them fucking like targeting old people and shit. My parents are old, man. If somebody did something to my parents, like I would not stop till I found them.
Yeah.
Like, and like the fucking movie Taken, like I don't know who you are, but I'm equipped with a set of skills. Right?
I'll find it.
Oh,
you're gonna know.
What?
One of those.
Yeah. Today's a good day.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to watch?
I did send a link in private chat there.
You did? Oh, I see something on number one.
I did.
It is something that
Oh, I
everybody
know how to
in
put things on too, eh? Oh, you got something this year.
So the reason why I do is because my computer is way faster.
Yep. I'm all for that.
Morgan Freeman narrating it.
Damn.
No, wait. Here it comes.
Wait.
You went in. There you go.
We're gonna start it over. Can you guys hear it?
Yep.
Is it okay volume wise?
Yep.
Morgan Freeman narrating it. Titty sprinkles. I do love me some titty sprinkles. In the morning, I like to put titty sprinkles on my pancakes. And when my friends aren't looking, I like to snort them up my nose.
Damn!
Doesn't matter what color. Blue, green, red, purple. I even like rainbow colored titty sprinkles. I've even taken a bath in titty sprinkles. It's hard to wash off though, but why would you want to? Everybody wants to smell like titty sprinkles.
Titty sprinkles.
That's the good stuff.
This is true. That is the good stuff.
That's funny.
Because everybody needs to hear Morgan Freeman saying titty sprinkles repeatedly for no
Titty
reason.
sprinkles.
And watch me that one time Johnny went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Missed the boob.
I miss titty sprinkles.
Yep. He'll have to take it back. Oh no, he's got the link.
What is this link, Chris?
Oh, that's the one you I just pulled from the
Oh.
chat.
Oh.
Or is that something? Is that
Not here. That's you. I'm confusion. See, this is throwing me off.
Private chat.
This is throwing me off, Mama.
Yeah. No, that came from the private chat. At 9:38. At 9:38.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you just sent it in the private
You posted the Chris, and then I got confused, thinking Chris was messaging us because I was under the impression we're in House of Bad Influence. It's a me thing.
Okay, when I go to the private chat, this is Sarah at 9:38 p.m.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's the one that I use, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it titty sprinkles? Really? You guys have to fight right now?
Dogs.
Can you guys hear them?
Yeah. Actually, I should
dogs.
or that I think Chris is sleeping. Oh yeah, I gotta show you something. Oh, sorry, dear. Oh, I love you. Oh, it's the towel. One sec. So for Saturday, I'm gonna take this down. It's cousin Amy's 50th, so I went to the store and I got a pylon. And Caution Life and starts at 50, but I thought it's a cute little pylon. You can even put a
Pylon lives matter.
Pylon lives matter, and it's like a cute little look at the size of my glass and the size of the pylon.
You can literally just put it upside down, and then you could woo, and then just pour people the drinks right in the pylon.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not drinking less now.
Chug, and it'd be like pylon chugging.
Yeah, well, I better get the sticker out of it then, I guess.
Yeah, that's extra protein.
Extra flavor.
Oh, they'll wear off as they drink it. Oh, they're boys. I don't think many. Oh, I might try it once just to say I did it, though. I'm really good at doing one thing once just to. I won't jump out of the plane. I have limits.
Nice.
And I have more limits the older I get.
Come on.
You just don't bounce back from some things as well.
No, the older you get, the less you bounce. You break. Oh, shit. Sorry, I dropped it.
Sammy's making biscuits on me. Making biscuits? You making biscuits, buddy?
Mine's now just behind me. I got something else. Oh yeah, and I did get cards too. I got sign. So it's Becky's birthday, and it's my cousin Amy's 50th. So yeah, pylon. So
yeah.
And some of you met some
Becky Beck's and cousin's birthday.
Yeah, and fuck it, it's February.
Okay.
Just because.
Just cause. And Joe is making his favorite carrot cake because that's one of Becky's favorite, and it has pineapple.
Ooh.
Make it at Booker T's party. I went, yes, please. So you know it's
I gotta try this fucking carrot cake.
Yeah, Saturday. So when
Yeah, I had to pass on. I was supposed to go ice fishing this weekend, right? And
I heard it might be wet out. Like the ice is not quite compatible for ice fishing yet.
I think it's like melting or something, but I think they were saying that it was going to be okay this weekend, but I don't know if I had mentioned that like my good friend's dad had a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Right? And I have like this, like, just so like if she needed to just up and go.
Yep.
She can up and go and I can keep her kids so that she could do that without any stress or anything like that, you know? Or just kind of help her out that way. And I feel like something's like telling me that I should probably stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I might be able to come to Hamilton this weekend.
Yay. Yeah. And I also got to thinking, like, I don't remember, I was saying, you know, we have to, like when we're doing two different things, we have to be like, hey, yay, we're doing two different things. Not like, oh, I'm sorry, we're not doing everything together. But go, yay, we're doing a bunch of things still together, but differently.
Because like I was asked if I was interested in ice fishing, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ice fishing.
Yeah.
And but it's not lining up.
No, not even if you don't know if the conditions are exactly perfect. Like, why go all the way there and then they're not right? Unless you have like inside.
I sort of feel like I'm supposed to like.
No, stay home.
Yeah. Like I just too many things at once. You know, it's like, okay, the universe is obviously trying to tell me something right now.
Yep. Maybe we'll get more good freedom news.
Maybe.
You know, your friend needs you.
Yeah.
Right. And
I just want to be there just in the off chance if she's just like, hey, like I'm gonna just up and go to Webwood.
Yeah.
And then I can be like, girl, don't worry about it, don't stress, like I got your kids.
Right. And she needs that.
Yeah.
You know, there's other ice fishing.
I took them last weekend too.
Good. Thank you. Good. Thanks for being a good friend.
Oh yeah. And I love her kids.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and I'm sure
What happens when you fucking have a bunch of kids and they're all like, oh my God, I love Auntie Chris. Right?
And do they come over and play with the pets?
Do they
come over and play with the dogs and the cats?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, who wouldn't like to come
Because
over?
like they come from a farm, right? So like they have all sorts of animals over there. So like when they come here and it's kind of like the same, like, oh, there's more animals here too. Like it doesn't faze them.
Yeah. Oh, that's one thing too. We got so used to that. Like 2 pets, it's like, whoa. And really, when you have 2, does it matter if there's like 3 or 4 once you already have 2? I don't know. I've never had one.
No, I got a rabbit.
Oh, you got 5. Wait, how many do you have?
I got a rabbit. His name is Harry Hopper.
Cute. I love it.
Then I have 2 cats. I got Nico and I got Sam. We just got.
Yeah, Sam's cute.
And then I have my 2 dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have one dog, it's like, well, I got 1, I got 2.
Well, Scooby was my parents' dog. It's just they can't. They're not able to take care of him.
No.
So, and I was like, no, what? No, we're not like getting rid of him. I'm taking him because I've already put so much time and effort in the dog. And I was like, no, I'll take the dog.
Yep. Why give him to a whole new family?
When he already loves the one here.
Yeah. How old is Scooby?
Scooby is 1. Yeah.
Oh, he's a little guy.
He's a little guy. Yeah. He's a little baby. Yeah. And then Shiva's 7. Yeah, she's my little senior girl.
Yeah. Get along?
Yeah, she absolutely like. She acts like she don't like him, but she like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause she is a husky, and she's very like, I do whatever the fuck I want kind of attitude.
Yep.
Like most fucking huskies, and I like there was times because I would babysit Scooby every so often if my parents had gone for the weekend or whatever. I'd keep the dog, and the days that he would not be around, she has this stuffed animal. It's literally a wiener dog.
Yeah.
She brings it around like a little baby all the time.
Yeah.
So when he's not around, she's carrying this damn thing around, and she looks so like picture the most depressing looking dog, and then put a fucking husky face on it.
Yeah.
But like it was too much. And then when my parents had left to go to Portugal for I think it was like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, that's a long
They
time.
were with us for 2-3 months, and I'm like, oh, this is where it's going to be an issue because he's comfortable here, and now
Yeah, why? Why do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like my neighbor. She came to me Saturday. No, maybe it was Wednesday. And she goes, I got a call from the city of Hamilton. They have my dog. But not my dog, my dog I have now, my dog from 10 years ago. And she said, yeah, when she was pregnant, she had to give the dog up. It was just too much for her. It was a big husky. It's a nice, beautiful dog. She showed me pictures. It was a little boy, it was a cute thing. But then she founded a home, like a friend of a friend, and had a great life. And all of a sudden, she got a call 10 years later. And the only thing she knew was the gentleman who used to have her never got her re-registered and suddenly had brain cancer. So we don't know how the dog got loose into the SPCA, but the dog still had the chip in the ear from her adopting it.
Right.
And so now she's like, oh my God, I already get a dog and like 2 cats and 3 kids. And but how do I leave her there? I said, no, you get her out of there. And then we'll figure the rest out.
Yeah.
Right. But when she called and she explained the situation and how that dog wasn't hers, I guess there was some staff member who wanted it. And they said, well, okay, she's got a home.
Yeah.
Right. Like she wouldn't, it's not like going back to her original owner. Right. So if this dog is going to be meeting someone new anyway, and someone's like already madly in love with her.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the first persons she's connected with. And then they sent her a picture of her behind bars too, and they're like, oh
my God.
Oh, I'm like, no, you gotta go get her right now. She goes,
right.
And so by the time it was closed, and by the time she called the next day, I guess someone was like, okay, because it's a 10-year-old. She's a beautiful husky.
Yeah.
And so because there was one time. There was a building on my way to work, and some woman moved out and left her 2 cats. Or no, she had 2 cats and left 1. Right, and I just wanted to beat that fucker because how dare you leave a cat behind?
Right.
Like you take 1 cat and not the other, and he was like a soft orange kitty.
Yeah.
One of those guys, and every day I walk by her, he's like, "Hey, kitty in the window, hey, kitty," and then now. She's gone and has left him. I'm like, well, now what the hell happens to the cat? Right? Responsible. Well, the owner of the building is responsible for the cat. So I'd be like, okay, what's going on with the cat? So I'm like putting cat food, and I'm like, okay, here's the phone number, to call to get the cat taken out. And so I talked to the girl, and she's like, okay, they said if I have them held or in a cage, then they can come get them and take them up there. And she's like, and I told him, I said, fuck, that's no problem. As soon as I go in there, he's on my lap and all lovey and everything. Yeah. Turns out, I guess the food was good. I left on the door. Someone fed it to him, and he was like going to one spot in the bathroom, and hopefully the toilet was up for the time he was there. But landlord is responsible. And anyway, just to go back, is that when he got there at the Humane Society, right? I was looking at him and like, ooh, now he's, saw him there in the morning, and like 2 hours later, I went to show my girlfriend the cute, adorable little kitty that I'm like, look what I want to go get. Gone.
Oh.
Like, I think there's some animals that once they get there, because the girl that wanted to adopt him, the assistant super, she said when he got there, they wanted to do something like check his arms. He'd be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Like, just do whatever you need. You got me now. You're taking care of me. And yeah, I think someone was like, I want this little guy.
Yeah, when Ben went and got Sammy, the lady at the shelter was saying that like he was the shelter's favorite.
Yeah.
He was so cuddly and lovey and all that. So she's like, we're gonna, we hate to see him go, but we're happy that he's going, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And
So-
then just like, yeah.
When I got this guy fixed, there was a PetSmart grant that I got him fixed for like $35.
Mhm.
So you had to take him up to the city of Hamilton, to the animal control there, and then he's like gets fixed with like 50 other cats or something that same day. So I went to go pick him up, and it's like, okay, so Mr. Whisker Socks, the girl goes, oh, that's my favorite. So out of 50 cats that day, he stood out.
Yeah, he was the favorite, and he would be. If they had a hammer.
Tiny then too, right? Not like kitten tiny, but like 8-month-old tiny. So he wasn't chonky he was now, like, and he looked like he had long legs. And he looks like he's got this. But yeah, they're fun. Chris says pets just happen. They all tend to do just show up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I didn't wake him up.
No, he's out.
I don't know if I took the pylon to, hey, Chris.
That's a rude awakening.
Yo.
Do it.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Sarah, you're a terrible influence. Do it.
It's funny.
Mr. Cooter is getting chunky.
Yeah.
My cooter is getting chunky. Oh,
Mrs. King. Yeah.
it's a cat. It's a cat. It's Johnny's cat. His cat's name is Cooter.
That just to get reaction.
My cat is Cooter. It's Cooter and Xena. Oh my god.
Basically,
Yeah, computers on it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna tell Dad. You're gonna get in trouble.
Oh, she got you there.
Beefy Cooter. Whew.
Put up.
Sharky, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Constantly begs for. I know. My Sammy is a little piggy butt. He happy eats.
Yep.
So like when he's happy, really, really, really happy, and then he'll like, oh, I feel snackish, right? And then he's like pecking at, the nipple.
It burns a lot of energy and like.
And then he comes over, gets some more pets. He's like, oh, I'm so happy. And then he goes and eats more kibbles. It's like, dude, you need to stop. Like, lay off the kibbles.
Yeah. Well, this guy, when we first got him, we give a little bit of milk when we made our tea.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably not the best for him, but he got used to having a treat every time we had tea.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fine. So I can give him like maybe 3 of the Whiskas treats. And that seems to settle it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Kitty, I'm leaving for work, and Chris isn't here. And I'm like, okay, fine, have some treats, and I'll shut the door. And then the other cat comes over, and he comes for treats. So then the cat gets treats.
He is milking them treats.
He's doing it good.
Yeah. He's doing yum.
Yeah. Because sometimes the other cat will come over like 2 or 3 times, and we're like, oh, I just forgot you came. That's all.
Yeah. He's like,
this white cat that looks in the
because when you come to my house, she gives you treats, and then you get the treats.
and I get treats. So come on, let's
He's
go.
like, you better fucking come over my house.
And then they go back to his house, and I
And they
talk
probably get fucking treats over there. They're milking the whole neighborhood for treats.
Oh yeah. He goes down the street and get crawfish. My neighbor down the street leaves out food for the raccoons so they won't go in her garbage. So one day she says, "Oh, I looked out and saw your cat eating the crawfish." I'm like, "What the fuck do you like? How about just don't leave food out and put a garbage like block or lid or something? Like figure it out. Don't fucking
Figure it out.
There is there eating crawfish.
But he's probably the best treat ever.
Yeah, and then she had 6 female kids or cats.
Oh fuck.
He was eating crawfish with 6 female cats. I think they moved though, because he used to gun up the street, and I don't see him gunning it anymore.
You guys hear the tippity taps?
Yeah. Oh, and we got, I don't know if you see.
Oh my god.
But we got the new druthers. Aaron dropped them by, so we got some so you can take some home.
Yeah.
I haven't ready yet. We just got it today, hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses.
Oh, yeah.
What does it say?
Oh, I haven't even ready yet.
Shame.
What's the headline of this one?
So the headline is the Cooch Boys. But this is before the big news that came out.
The big before today, yeah.
Yeah, so it says Canada's dirty little secret, but I can't read it all because that's just the first page is all that. So that's a nice detailed article, though, isn't it? That's not a fucking headline snap and nothing else. That's like substance. And then
One thing, Druthers is pretty transparent in, with their articles and shit.
yeah, no, this is really. Oh, and then there's an unjab.net. So people are trying to get hooked up. The Great German Farmer Protest had begun. So there's an article on that. Is fluoride safe? And like it gives you websites of interest. Oh, so you know the Lynn from Canadian Women for Freedom?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a press pass now. So she can go in. Oh, and then she got a video of Jasmine Singh in Toronto, and he takes his baby with him everywhere, into the press conference and everything, like a shield.
Like an infant.
Listen. He took the baby in the car seat everywhere he went into the meeting. In and out of the car, everywhere he went. From what I saw where they were around. So it was weird. Why would you bring your baby?
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like how many government bodies are out there that could watch your kid? Put on our tax dollar. Like just ridiculous. Follow up to Canada, the Grand Deception. So I don't know what that's about. What we're up against. Controlling the food supply. Public notice of the global prominent mayor of the UN. I don't know what that one's about. Arctic sea ice soars to highest level in 21 years. So the polar bears aren't stranded on like a little piece of ice floating away. The well-funded euthanasia lobby in Canada. That's one. Huge. Sweden goes against cashless agenda. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How bubble-blowing bus became a symbol of freedom in Canada. Oh, Church of Bubbles. No, never. And the bubble bus from.
I like the bubble bus.
Yeah, so that's in here. And then Argentina president promotes freedom at Davos 2024.
Yeah, Jim Kerr rules. He does. He's just he's like his own vibe. He's
Wait. President of Canadian LGBT organization arrested on sex abuse charges.
Yeah.
Child sex abuse charges.
Yeah.
Reclaim Canada, we will win.
Yeah.
And then there's
of that movement, of that community, just got picked up for fucking child shit.
And then there's some of the most absurd things that have happened in recent weeks.
Weeks. Yeah.
70% of embalmers report finding strange blood clots beginning in mid-2021, which we all knew.
Guys, I just realized we are only in February. Like, it is only February 6th.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're not even 2 months, like, into 2024, man.
It's already
Here,
getting
get us here. And look how many years it's going to take us to tear it down. What do you think? It doesn't sound so like convincing, like you were, conspiring for anything.
I am suspicious that when we notice that things are becoming crap, it's going to be about 6 months.
Well, Jeremy had one stream. He says, like, this is worse. This is worse. This is worse. This is worse. Everything since I've been getting older has gotten worse.
Yeah.
Healthcare, education system.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, when you see it rapidly, like,
yeah,
like instead of like it declining like this, and it's declining now like that, that shift is what's going to be like, whoa. And it's going to from that moment, it'll be 6 months before like complete collapse.
Yeah.
Well,
even down in the States, they were explaining it as a cultural shift. Because there was, I don't know what state it was.
Whichever way they want, we all know what the fuck it is.
No, but then there was a gay guy, like a gay politician, and you could see the anguish in his face because he goes, "I'm gay and I support this LGBT, but I cannot condone what they are doing to kids.
No,
I cannot say these sex changes and these drugs."
And people were trying to say like, "Oh no, that's not happening to kids." And I'm like, do you really believe that it's not happening to kids? So they're not telling young little girls that they need to cut their breast off?
Yeah, but they're going, wait a minute,
because it looks like there's evidence of them doing that.
Yep. And people are and guess what? That cultural shift is now going to make being opposed to these things,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's going to be popular to be against these things now.
Yeah, and then the media is amplifying.
Yeah, but it's going to crumble too because they
narrative of this small majority, like this small minority of peoples.
Yep.
That are stupid loud.
But why were they allowed to be loud?
And making it seem like it's bigger than what it is when it's not.
Yeah.
They literally make up like 1% of the fucking population. Yeah. But for some reason, they're yelling you have to pay attention to that 1%.
Not anymore.
No, I'm done. I'm done catering to this.
You don't need to play their imaginary world anymore. You pack up the board game and you put it away.
Yeah.
We're not playing that game anymore.
Yeah. Like at the moment they're like, well, it's this or that. No. You misunderstood. I don't have to participate in your fucking delusion.
Nope.
This is where, like, you could do you over there. Do you? I don't give a fuck.
In your four walls.
You impose that shit onto me.
Nope. So it's changing. The shift is happening. Oh, and then we had a friend call up yesterday, and he's like, "Okay, how do you get on to StreamYard?" And you can tell he was like geared up and hyped up, and he's like, "Yeah, because that singer now that just went to Ben Shapiro. I forget his name now. I just completely went blank, but y'all know what I mean." And
the Tom McDonald or whatever.
Yeah. But he said, I heard his song and I'm getting tired of, first he started out with I'm just getting sick of everything, right? Everyone's just like up here with the woke, with the gays, with and then he goes, I heard this song by, Tom McDonald and he was independent and then Ben Shapiro and we're like, but he goes, I want to start a podcast because I'm just sick of all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris is going to, he started, but Ben Shapiro's this. And I'm like, hold back, right? Because they found their spark.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like something. They don't need to know that it's not the right thing yet. But I just kind of said, well, you should hear some of his earlier works.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that motherfucker's so dope.
Right? You can't you can't put out the fire before it even started. Right? This guy has passion now. Like, and he wrote a song. He wrote a rap song about how he hated everyone blaming the boomers and how, you know, the boomers built the internet. Like, he's not thinking of the fat fucking boomers in Parliament. He's thinking of the boomers that actually wrote Excel and wrote all the programs and got this going. Right? He goes, that's stop blaming us for that. You're just misusing what we created.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that's a whole other thing. But so he wrote a song, and you know what? It was a really good song. So Chris kind of backed off and said, you know, and applauded. So encourage the spark. It might not be for the right thing,
right?
But it's getting there, right? You can't go, well, wait a minute. No, run with it. See where it takes you. So that's what I noticed, because I like noticing things. But people are getting to that point, though, right?
Yeah.
They're all like, hey.
This thing is the only thing you can do. Because it's that fucking close to your face.
And that's one thing when we saw Christine Anderson, she says, keep talking, keep protesting, don't give it up. Because it's not for their ears, it's for ours.
Yeah. She said the exact same shit to me, man. Where she's just like, don't ever be quiet, be loud, be very loud. And I'm like, okay.
Yep.
I could do that.
Yep. Oh yeah, and I wrote her a poem and I got to give it to her, and that was really cool. And she read it, and got a little teary-eyed and gave me a hug.
Aww.
And then I got to ask a question at the end of the presentation too. I was like, and it was like, and the girl who was holding the mic, she goes, oh, "That was a good question." So I'm like, cool. Because in the beginning they say, just get to your question. Don't like, oh, thanks for coming. You're the best. La 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 la.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, here's my question. I said, okay, so what do you think are enemies' weaknesses and how can we exploit it? Right? Because if we all know what that is, and she goes, and then so Vera said was their vanity.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just give them time and they will just expose themselves.
Yeah.
And
gotta take the punches.
Yeah. Just like wait it out. So our patience is paying off, right? Patience is a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
And Anderson said, like, don't stop talking. And there was what else was it? They underestimate us.
Yeah.
So I think I got some pretty good responses too.
We're a bunch of unorganized hicks. We'll never be able to do anything.
Oh no. But they see the memes, right? Oh wait. We have a video.
That's when I met her.
Look at that one.
Yeah. And she's just smoking a dart. And we're just smoking a dart outside, just having a conversation. It was fucking awesome. I was like, wow, she's just a fucking person.
Oh yeah, Chris and her would stand out there having his moment. Oh wait, did you ever see the? We must have showed you the pictures. Nice.
And this is when I got to meet Tamara.
Oh, I didn't get to meet her.
Look how tiny she is.
Yeah, she's like, wow.
Yeah. And it's funny when I was taking this picture, we were taking this picture, and that's my girlfriend.
Yep.
My best friend there.
Man, nice.
And we're looking down at her, and I looked at her and I go, oh my gosh, you're so little. And she kind of starts to giggle. And I'm like, and the government is so afraid of you? She's like, right? And then we just started cracking up. And that's when the gentleman took the picture, right? Because we're all fucking laughing. We're like, holy fuck, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a really cool day.
Yeah. I got to meet James Top too at the truck.
Yep.
Truck.
Yeah. I also had that luxury.
And then I met him, and then I'm blabbling like an idiot because he is an impressive man.
Mm-hmm.
He stands up like that, and you're standing in your because I'm
very proper. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would not want to be on his bad side.
I could just but very proper, but when you had the moment to sit and just to have a quick little conversation with him, you could tell how tired.
Oh yeah, that took.
That took a lot out of that man.
Yep. Oh yeah, so this was what I was thinking earlier. When they took 2 years from the Coots boys, that was just 2 years. But how many years did it take off their life?
Yeah.
Right? Body mass, emotional. How many was that? 5 years?
They weren't in a nice facility.
Yeah.
By any means.
What else? What other side effects? How many years did they really take away?
Yeah. You literally fucked with these guys mentally for 2 years, over 2 years.
Yeah.
For what? What did you gain from that?
Yeah.
Aside from showing everyone the tyrant you really are.
So I guess that's when they sue for pain and suffering, I suppose.
Oh, I hope they go for it all, man. They're never gonna get those 2 years back. Ever.
Nope.
They were literally robbed of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no payment for that.
No, there isn't.
How can you pay somebody that you've literally ruined their life?
Well, at least he's out now. If he can get money that he can spend time now, right? You got to think now, right? If that was shitty and you're going to fight for what they did, but I'm sure every moment right now is is gone. I guess, okay, you think maybe it's like a woman giving birth because all that pain giving birth and then they give you your baby and what pain?
Yeah.
Right. So maybe it's okay. It can't be exactly like that, but that's the closest thing.
Close.
I have never given birth, so I can't say on that point either. But I think that's pretty close, sort of.
I know. I think my babies, I didn't feel anything afterwards. So yeah. And I did it naturally. No drugs, no nothing.
Yep. Good for you.
Yee.
You don't have some sudden mysterious back pain. So they gave my sister the young girl. They told me I had to leave
watermelon out of a fucking garden hose, bud.
Nature does it.
I gotta sign off, ladies. I gotta get up for work in a couple hours. So.
Yeah, that will do it. So thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for sharing the good news and the good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Sorry?
Are we calling it?
Yeah, we'll call it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little quiet time and
Give a little bit of cuddle.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining and good evening.
Night, guys.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I got it right this time. Whatever. It's like pictures, but when I'm looking at it,
just do knife hands all over. Just like knife hand here, knife hand over here, knife hand over here. You just fucking do the knife hand.
Oh, now that made scared my kid.
Yeah. I think I will see it.
We'll see you Saturday.
Yes.
And remember, parking lot right there.
Yeah. I go to that one. I'm gonna go to that one.
Yeah.
Hey. Thanks for the entertainment, showing your clips and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm even learning how to show a clip. I just open a second window and open present and boom. I didn't have anything loaded. It was a whirlwind when I got home.
I can show you afterwards how I have my setup because I have the 2 screens.
That's okay. I got it. I don't have 2 screens. I only got 2 screens at the office. But I understand the great value of 2 screens. But I'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Sharky, Johnny, Alan, Jason. We had others and Tradwife and Leafners and Ben and Amber. We had in the house, and I'm waving and my hands just see. I'm showing you my hands. Good night, everybody.
Right hands.
My hands are clean.
Yeah, they might be little, but they're strong hands. I can choke someone.
Choking him out.
Oh no, I won't.
He's choking me from beyond the screen.
Yeah, then remember, hand over the head and pull back. Oh, pull down. Got it.
Pull.
All right. Night, everybody.
Hey.
See you soon. Happy Freedom Snowball Day.
Yeah.
Night.